Every caster when every LeBlanc is playing is like, oh, it's 2Chainz.
You know 2Chainz has 3 degrees?
Really?
Yeah, man has been to a lot of school.
Yeah, but that doesn't flow off the tongue as well. 3 degrees!
Now, when we think back to the previous game, it was Hans Sama who was on the receiving end of a Varus damage.
Yeah, Halo Blade's Varus level 1. This time it's Supa.
This time it is Supa, already suffering from some of the early trades. I would say that Renata is an even better matchup. Renata gives you a lot of agency in the 2v2, but the hook connects.
Guardian proc.
I think it was MDK's bot lane that took more damage, though. I think the bone plating there as well from Mickey mitigating a lot, along with the shield that he gets. They're going to be very close to level 2.
Yep, let's watch some proof.
Yeah, you're going to choose to just be happy with the blue for now, not take any more.
Yeah, I think you got to be careful though, Yike, because their wave is still pushing into Mad Lions Koi, so there is an opportunity for Yike if he wants to try and swing back into that bot lane once he knows that Yike is cleared out of his jungle. That's been something where G2's bot lane has got caught in the past and is kind of giving these leads over, but trying to get that early vision down, you can already, I think, is necessary in this bot side, and it's just not quite there at the moment for G2 actually to play hyper-aggressive now in this bot side.
Cap's continuing to trade as much as he possibly can. Keep in mind, Fresskowy already forced to burn TP, went back up, boots refillable. Caps just trying to get as much damage down as possible. Fresskowy just trying to force the wave in, make sure that Caps cannot have a good back timing, but here is Yike. Knockup is there, but Fresskowy's just too damn low. Caps has the cooldowns, taking his time, waiting for the flash back out to safety. Stretching strikes, is it enough? Caps on the hunt, Fresskowy, first blood for the side of G2.
Nicely done by Yike, just walks in towards mid. Fresskowy.
Some playmaker mid laners as well, like Azir and LeBlanc and these, right? Like, some excitement here and there.
Coming down Elyo with the XP advantage. And as excited as Berlin is, I don't think the Maokai-Zac battle's explosive. Bot lane, though, certainly will be. Bailout still taking on to Mikyx. He's going to flash out to safety. Now they desperately need to get a kill. Bang! The assist is there for Mickey, and they're trying to turn it. Supa holding on. One more auto to finish the kill, but Hansama continuing to walk forward. Halo Blade there. There's absolutely no way Senna should win this. Goes coming up from Hansama, flashing into the Shroud, knowing he has to finish the job, and he will get it done.
And that's not all. In the mid lane, kills are still dropping. Caps gets himself another. Myrwn was able to find a kill. We're going to need to replay to break all of that down, but G2's bot lane comes alive here in game 2.
Massive win for G2 on the bottom side. Hansama, a little bit nervous, it seems, about where Zac is, so we'll just end up giving his life across just in case. Yeah. I think he wasn't sure where Zac was and was like, hang on, if he comes over a wall,
unironically, it is a faster recall. His death timer is faster than the recall timer.
But still, tactical death. Yeah. But I think you're
quite easy.
He's very concerned about a potential Zac collapse, and so chooses to execute. He still holds on to his shutdown for now, still holds on to that gold lead as well. G2 leading in kills, have about a 900 gold lead for now.
And a much better start. The fact that you have Caps being able to pick up those kills in the mid lane as well means that he's going to be significantly more of a threat. And it feels like when these fights kick off, Hansama is going to be the one that's kind of like in the front line trying to take poke damage. But Caps is going to be the one that's finding these fights. And if you get to a position where you have that early Dark Seal, you start to stack that, your combo will just nearly one-shot, if not one-shot, either Supa or Fresskowy and take them out of the fight. And from that point forward, G2 can just pave their way into a lot of these fights.
And while TF had more reliable setup, the LeBlanc just had so much more damage. Caps can get it done kind of in isolation, doesn't necessarily need the support of his team. Once he builds an individual lead, you can see he already has the edge over Fresskowy, chain connecting. Dashing back there as Fresskowy takes over to level 6 just in time. Might just try to force Caps back to try to win out on the trade. Which one is real? Fresskowy uncertain for a moment. He's going to hit the correct target. Caps waiting for Yike to come through. Fresskowy now going to be in trouble. All of his
That's extremely bad
play.
play.
He's going to try to make the difference. LeBlanc though, slipping right out. Twisted advance to take Yike
That's
out.
extremely bad play in the third part.
Super Alvaro had roamed up from the bot side as well.
Let me just like remove some background noise. Let's see. Ah.
Well, so didn't want to overextend on that one, Yike. Trying to see if he could get that smashed and just escape, but now Mickey hit.
Hook. Oh, root follow up there as well. Mickey gonna be in trouble, has the bailout, but no one is near dying. Still holding on to life for a brief moment though. Mad Lions Koi just don't have the damage.
And now they don't have the health bars to keep sieging onto this dragon. Let's see the HP. Thank you, observers. Elyoya keeping the aggro. That patience meter almost reset. Caps needs to reset, and it looks like G2 is saying, you know, we don't have the health. Fresskowy coming back out onto the map. Super's still full. Means that MDK should be able to secure their first objective. A single grub went down in favor of Yike earlier on. But overall, if you're a G2 fan watching, you're feeling pretty happy right now because you look at the scoreboard and you see Caps 2-0, Hans Sama 2-1. Your carries are in a great position, and Broken Blade, yes, he's falling behind, but in a matchup that you expect him to, and K'Sante will always find a way to K'Sante.
Certainly, and I think the question for me now is, Mirwin, can you be more than just a lane leader? Can you do more than just shut BB down? Because I think there's more pressure on him. He has this advantageous matchup. He has this gold lead to make a difference for the team, especially as we start to get out of the laning phase.
Well, I think that's where Mirwin is always shown on this MDK roster, right? When you look at like the champions he's played with like the Akalis and the Fiddlesticks, it's all about trying to get this backline access. And with Gnar, getting that backline access is critical as well. So I want to see if he's going to be able to be set up for success with Mad Lions Koi when you get to objectives. Because if he does find that opportunity onto Hans Sama, that could be game-changing. But
please don't call him
Gnar.
It's not that kind of weird.
Right now, G2 ton of control, and it's going to make it difficult for Mad Lions Koi to easily find those opportunities when we get to objectives.
And the biggest concern I think Mad Lions Koi have as we get later in the game with Caps having this kind of lead is how do you lock LeBlanc down? Your only reliable point-and-click CC is from Alvaro, and it is heavily delayed. This is such a difficult LeBlanc to deal with. MDK have to be incredibly decisive around every other pick that they get because taking LeBlanc out of the equation is going to be next to impossible.
They've chosen to go for a swap. Mirwin did
I think
spot
they got
someone
spotted.
out. He is
They got
suspicious.
spotted.
Something is going on here.
Next flash forward. Yike on the way, flashing back into the waiting arms of Elyoya. Sapling going to hit for the slow. Maybe they're happy to just take Elyoya
No,
out
but he
as
queued too
well.
early. No, it's fine, it's fine. No, it's fine, my bad.
Elastic slingshot to safety.
No, Alvarez
Using
was
his
in
own
our
ult,
range.
trying
It
to
was
let
good.
bounce
It
out,
was
but
good.
Mirwin waiting over the wall. We'll just watch his jungler
I
drop.
think, I don't know, like, they already took some good advantages, G2. Let me just, like...
Egy felséges hegy tövében izgalmas események történnek. Egy fiatal Grizzly megteszi első bizonytalan lépésen.
Alright, but guys.
Him the ability to play on that weak side also puts that pressure on Mirwin and mitigates his ability to build a lead. But now MDK have gotten the lane assignments that they want, but the resets now coming through from Hans Sama and Mickey, and Dragon spawning in about 2.5 minutes.
And I think that's where you could have used that opportunity as Super Alvaro to go for it on the bot side, use Elyoya's reset to go for plates, but BB looking for Mirwin, yeah. But I think you could have actually had Elyoya immediately go to bot side, that's where all his camps are spawning. You work with Super Alvaro, zone BB off turret, look for turret plates in response to the Void Grubs, but not really.
You know what's weird? Like, sure, I don't say 50s are not good on Gnar, and they are not. I don't say it's not good into K'Sante, right? That's valid. But, you know, here's my problem. Not getting Merc threads into a comp where there is so much AP damage and CC feels to be very illegal, no? That's very illegal, because I feel like Gnar will be useless the whole game. That's why Big
Reset
gives up.
comes through, but they just send.
Like, the thing is, like, with Gnar, like, getting CC'd sucks dick, because, like, you have one purpose in mid-late game, just to R the whole enemy comp at most. And it's like, it just really comes down to, like, his scaling, and, like if he sees it, he just might just F himself, you know? That's my problem.
Back to that top side, so
Like, sure, there are some slows as well, but it's like, that shouldn't be the concern, you know? Like,
now instead it'll be a slow push here for
that's
Handsome
like,
and Mickey, and then
whatever, you know?
afterwards they will then reset, but it's going to be like 45 seconds time, which means it's going to be perfect timing for the Dragon, where you will have to catch this wave of Supa, move your bot lane, they'll get pushed there, and then they can rotate into River as well.
One of the crucial things that we've seen shift into this mid-game is the fact that Fresskowy now has control over this lane. The additional cooldowns you have on spawning the soldiers, the fact that he has just more damage at his kit means that you'll see him leveraging his range to get these nice little trades. He also, notice where he spawns the soldiers very close to him to be able to trade back onto Caps. So
that's true.
he puts it within range of Caps' W. So if Caps wants to go back to the W, there's still an opportunity for Fresskowy to get those autos in. He's playing the matchup very well, coming out slightly ahead in some of these skirmishes. And he's controlling Caps, which can often be a difficult thing to do when this man gets a lead on the block.
Certainly, Yike on the top side of the map, just shadowing in the event that Elyoyo shows his face. Of course, Lethality Varus absolutely clears Senna when it comes to wave clear at just about every single stage of the game, so Supa going to be forced to respond here. Quick recalls coming out from G2 Esports, and as you highlighted earlier, Dagda, potentially heralding a lane swap and a bit more attention towards Drake. Broken Blade, nice knockback there, hoping to catch Mirwin out, but Mirwin has not hit him under tower. Broken Blade's going to go for the all-in. Senna now coming out for a little bit of extra shielding. Broken Blade determined!
Yeah, it's kind of bad, because, like, if he dies with Swifties, then it's like it didn't really allow him to do that much, right? Because he took it for duels, I assume. I would highly assume that, because K'Sante will probably go Ice One, he will Yardia slow in his kit, right? And I would assume he did go Swifties just to duel K'Sante a little better. But you're not really allowed to int with Swifties, that's the thing.
To find the solo kill, and he will get it.
Nicely done by BB. Positioning there
How many
to make
solo
sure
kills
the
does
ult
it
hit a
take
wall, so there's
right
extra
games
damage if you manage to yoink
to,
someone
like,
through a wall. So
Alpha
setting
champion,
it
you
up,
know?
doesn't worry about getting him under the tower. Just wanted to get the kill. And even with Supa's ult down and Mirwin now down, it feels inevitable that this Dragon control will go the way of G2.
And now he TP's back to top lane. Mirwin, of course, does have the TP, but the bot lane being top with the Dragon spawning in 14 seconds means that they can't do anything about it. He can now set up a freeze in the top lane as well. I mean, G2 getting everything that they want right now. Their bot lane was winning in isolation, their mid was winning in isolation, and now Broken Blade is definitely back into the game after what has been a difficult laning phase.
I think fantastic.
You know, the fact that LeBlanc went for Lich Bane makes me feel really happy. Because I realized how OP the item is. I think if I'm correct, even LeBlanc's... I think LeBlanc's W recast also gives a Lich Bane proc. But basically it's like any other items, Lich Bane on LeBlanc, but way better. This allows her to do a lot of like damage. You have DPS, right? And burst damage wise, you're not too far from like other items. You know, like the Storm Surge one or Shadow Flame might not be the best, but maybe you can get it at some point, I would say, but it's not it, you know, every early on, I think.
Kind of forced back into their own half of the map.
So Varus still didn't get nerfed, I think, if I'm correct.
This is just super nice. You can see here.
Like, look, like a really good movement from K'Sante. He does W. He does. I think he cancelled Gnar. See, no? Ooh, Gnar. Oh, that's bad. I don't know why did Gnar even allow K'Sante to get on top of him. Like, I think he misplayed here, no?
The ghost then gets the knock.
Look. Like, why did he even allow K'Sante to get on top of him like that? Like, couldn't he kite? Did he? Oh, he goes. Oh, he go. Oh my god, yeah. He didn't play around his ghost. That's a bit of a bummer. I think his jump got cancelled, if I'm correct. Ooh, but look at. But he mispositioned her. Yeah, that's bad. Yep. Yep.
You get that little bit of extra damage, And then even with Super coming in, there's just so much damage.
Yeah,
I think Betty put it well. It's K'Sante just K'Sante.
And I think you can see there, if that's game one, maybe there's a little bit more elation for Broken Blade, but that was just a sigh of relief. Just happy to have cleaned the solo kill. Be playing well in the individual 1v1, continuing to see aggressive trading on the top side of the map as well as in the mid lane.
Oh no, not again.
Who strikes, maybe hoping to get a little bit more here. Mirwan about to go mega, but doesn't have enough time!
Like, how many solo kills does it take Riot for real to nerf K'Sante? But also, how can Gnar like kite out K'Sante? I don't even get. He has no Iceborne on K'Sante. How does this
Winning
even make sense?
matchup for the
Hey, what?
And now Alyoye is in some...
Like, how does Gnar even get killed here? He has boots of
Kill.
swiftness.
Be playing well in the individual 1v1, continuing to see aggressive trading on the top side of the map
He doesn't ease away from K'Sante's Q.
as well as in the mid
Oh, did he again? Like, he too late?
lane.
I think
Oh,
he...
no.
I think he too late and he got caught by K'Sante's Q.
Oh, not again.
Who strikes,
Wait, I think he got caught.
maybe hoping to get a
I think he has no
little
jump.
bit more here. Mirwan about
No, he does have... But why does he hold into it till next game?
to go mega, but doesn't have enough time!
What? Wow, but so he doesn't
Playing well in
sidestep
the
the...
individual 1v1, continuing
He
to see
doesn't
aggressive
sidestep...
trading on the top.
What? He doesn't sidestep the Q he gets traded into. But I don't know, why does he... He could maybe jump through these minions and he would make more distance. Yikes. I don't know. He's holding way too much into his E. He should ban like his Q, I mean. Like, yeah, I mean, like E-ing Glade doesn't even make sense, because then he trades into you with Q basics and that hurts, you know, so I wouldn't, like, there's just no reason to spare.
Might not have 3 degrees, but he's got more than 10 titles. Might be enough
W,
here.
is it going to be up?
Ulti now coming through. Fresskowy caught out, rooted. The pushback will not connect whatsoever. The chain flashed away from just in time, but the tower top lane already taken down. The counterpunch in the bottom lane from Mad Lions Koi, very limited.
And it's going to be late to the punch because you've still got the Rift Herald there that's available that G2 can move over towards after this push as well. And Broken Blade wants to get in behind him. Ghost isn't quite up and available. Be sure to get him though.
We've seen this before when Mad Lions Koi start to fall behind. Supa takes such aggressive risks to try to bring them back into the game. He's just going to get walked down here. The Q still throw. If he does not dodge his Q3, he's going to get knocked out. But Caps is here as well. It doesn't even matter what he dodges. A flash to safety. But there's no escape. Pick on the bottom side in favor of...
That was nasty amount of damage.
The Mad Lions Koi, they're starting to move over. Fresskowy is going for a reset, so maybe G2 could consider something there, but they're happy to just get the turret on the bottom side. So even though they can't...
I don't know how worth that was, because it really tower for tower. Like the tower was super low on HP, and K'Sante gets it alone with Demolish, which doesn't even force his 2 rotations for a single tower. Notably, K'Sante did not have TP, but they may not even need it, because Senna was dead for Herald, right? So it's like they rotate sort of evenly to the Herald, K'Sante, and as we can see Senna, but they don't even contest, of course, on the enemy side, and I feel like it's just a bad trade, you know, like, sure, like, they got it, was it a bounty tower? Did they not pay attention? I think it wasn't, it doesn't look like the bounty should be up on the map, right? They should be visible, or, yeah, it doesn't look like there are any bounties on the tower, so, I mean, she got, like, what, a Lord Dominic's component, helps, I mean, but I feel like she still gets one shot this game. They have a lots of pokes, and look at the damage now. Okay, that pierce through Nautilus, so it didn't look like it hurts that hard, but I mean, that Varus Q just hurts, man. Notably, it does a lot of damage with W when people are a bit low on HP, you know. Gnar went Trinity Force. I mean, he needs some DPS, but I feel like he needs a Black Cleaver. Yeah, Gnar is not very... Gnar is very behind to be useful as I look at him. Like, he needs a Black Cleaver. Zek is also behind to be useful. And the issue is, even if he wouldn't be behind, it's like, how the hell do you play into Maokai? K'Sante cancels you. LeBlanc can dash away. Renata can cancel your dash. I mean, it's rough. I mean, it's hard because, like, Renata can also aura in, right, when they engage, so that they can make the fight very fucky. And, I mean, the issue is, like, it's hard to gank as Zek, you know? If you notice, top is very hard to be ganked if Broken Blade plays correctly, because he has WE to escape. Mid has W, of course, and, I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy to gank for Zac. Maybe bot is a bit more considerable after level 6 ROM. You know, Nautilus, but I can really easily see like Varus using maybe ult, Renata maybe ults and they somehow disengage, because Senna does not have like insane damage even at 6, you know, so I'm just like confident that I don't know, like Gnar, I don't know, like Gnar is just a weird pick, you know, like he's not very, I would say the enemy top laner doesn't have enough experience of Gnar based on his like dueling gameplay. That's like one of the problems with Gnar and Zac. I feel like they are just bad picks into the enemy comp. Like generally they're not the best picks in pro play, as you guys can see. That's why, right? That's why I don't have to furthermore explain. And basically in jungle people tend to pick actually the Maokai way more, right? So like Maokai, now of course like Zac's engage and early ganks can be better, but it just really comes down to like consistency and but basically just having like a very good way of escaping. Maokai is really good at escaping. Now Zac is not bad if they don't cancel heresy, right? But think like Maokai just is like very similar. Basically, it's like Zac in a way, but better, you know. He did get nerfed recently, so but I wouldn't say it's a big concern in the jungle. The mana nerfs at least. Now the root is a bit of a problem, but again, like if you root someone for 2.4 seconds or 2.8, it will be rarely a difference, you know. I would say. Then his E is again super useful. He's like look at his kit, right? Like it just there's a big kit diffy, you know. Look at the peeling. He has a point and click W root.
Forces Elgo out of the fight, but then looking for Scowy and Mirwin on the backline. They know who their target is. The bailout comes down quickly from Mickey to try and keep the AD carry alive, but the chain CC is good. But then the rest of G2 make their presence known. Mirwin loses his life. Albro has no means of escape. And even though it costs Hansama his, it's a 2-for-1. Or 3-for-1, I should say, in favor of G2.
5-0-1 for Caps. Has not bought anything since that Lich.
Although I don't say Frozen Heart is not a good item, don't get me wrong, but is it worth getting 2 Frozen Hearts? I don't say they are bad items, not at all, but like, wouldn't it be nicer to get an Iceborne on K'Sante? Because it also helps into Gnar Loki, you know? In all ins, it does damage, it does so. Does overall help into the enemy comp, because helps him to stick to the squishes a bit better, helps him to peel his teammates a little better on occasion with the slow. I mean, it's kind of good because it disallows people to walk too deep on the freezing field in a way, right? I don't know, like I'm not feeling like Frozen Heart this game. Like sure, Gnar does basic attack a lot, Azir does to some extent, right? Like I don't say it's bad, but like 2 Frozen Hearts is that worth? But it's not bad, you know, like you can get like 2 porks maybe in a game or something, but like sometimes you see 2 black cleavers, but it's not bad. Like I feel like it won't be bad, you know, Frozen Heart at all. Like it won't be bad, but they fight like similar in a similar like position, Maokai and you know K'Sante. Like unironically, maybe an Anathema's chain would be interesting into Senna. Just because that's their only AD, like actual AD champion, because Gnar is useless. And then there is Senna as an AD champ. So what if they just Anathema's chain that Senna, and then she gets smashed by the CC they have? It's like an interesting thing I'm thinking of, no? They do all in, they do go for some type of play in here,
Play, and they just could not make it work. G2 now with a 9k gold lead, the Baron secured as well.
And this is the problem when you make plays like that when you're already at a deficit. Table stakes is losing 600 golden creeps just to try and make that play happen. So when it goes against you, you're down even further than you were before. Tricky game for MDK to play out. Respect that they're getting aggressive. Respect that they're trying to find a way back into this one, but G2's gold lead is starting to feel insurmountable.
Now they're beginning their siege, the 4-1 setup. They have TPs available on Caps and Broken Blade, but acknowledge that if they spread themselves too thin, there is a very easy way for MDK to force a fight with Zach Norless at the helm. So the siege slowly. Cap's going to be doing a lot of... Oh, Alvaro trying to predict.
Ward over the wall.
Nicely done
Oh,
still from
Yo-Yo, is he going to follow up?
So
that's still there.
Alvaro actually threw out his hook preemptively, expecting Caps to come over the wall. It doesn't quite connect. Then he goes over the wall, still gets good damage.
Unstoppable now, going to bring it back to try to get away. Maybe trying to make it out of safety. Reset on the W is going to be pretty big here. Mirwin going to go mini. Broken Blade should just be in trouble. Is trying to run out to safety. Has the luxury of the Ghost. Mirwin desperately trying to chase, but can't quite finish the job. Meanwhile, G2
no way you're going to pick up like that.
And Broken Blade's not done. He wants to keep that 1v1 going now that Zach.
Yeah, I mean, after that one, if Kusante is not getting nerfed, it's like, you know, it still does so well in pro play. It still does so well, actually. I think it's over. Like, you know, when I seen the Gnar having like boots of swiftness and he's not doing already well, the thing is you got to take advantages with Gnar. Otherwise it's just bad. Like, it's just bad to be you. He's scaling, I don't know, it got buffed a little bit, he's more so early game got buffed, but it's just still quite shit. It's kind of a joke in mini form. Even though he has some anti-tank capabilities, it's like Kusante and Maokai does not care about that, you know? And then the problem that also shows up, Mega Gnar or Perma gets denied by the disengage spills they have, so it's, yeah, I mean, I think it's just not a very functional pick this game. It's not a very functional pick, and also Zach's same logic applies, you know, like, it's not gonna be a very functional champion just because of their peel. It's just very hard, I would say. I don't know how to feel about the bot laners. I mean, they also kind of get countered. Like, Nautilus does get countered in this game, if you guys notice. By the front line, by the Renata in some sense. Then and then the issue also shows up that Senna takes forever to scale. While the Renata and the... like, look, the Renata... Varus, of course, they are way stronger early on. And it just really comes down to there are lots of, like, early games... Drakes were actually secured just because, you know, just because of the early game power they had, and that just kind of like, it's kind of like disallowed the enemy team to take early advantages, right? Like a Drake or something. So I feel like it's Drake and it's GG. Just too much cooldown, too much attack speed at that point, and I don't know about this one, guys, but it really feels like. It really feels like it's over. Oh, it wasn't a bad jump from Eloya. It wasn't that bad of a jump, but sadly it got flashed. That's the thing about Zach, like, you kinda like jump in, you dash, right? And then the problem is that if people flash it, you're dead, right? That's like one of the problems with Zach, right? Because like Maokai, for example, plays way better around flash if you think about it, because his ult is often not very flashable. Or his W is not flashable, right? So he also plays very well around flash compared to Zach. That's why I said like Maokai is generally more consistent. Super useful. And I feel like it's it's really like the bot diffy as well, you know, like there is like a big bot diffy.
And everybody, you hate to say it, you hate to see it, but it's a very good item.
And they walk away, they choose to reset. G2 not going to push any further than they need to. The Void Staff now completed for Caps. MDK, while they've definitely been pushed back this time around, they're an adaptive team. They learn very well on the fly. They've already demonstrated that time and time again this series. Let's look back at this fight in top lane.
Yeah, and I mean, Drake has kind of called it. Mininar is about to come in for Mirwin. So as MDK are going for this, they don't really have the follow-up for Elyoya there. BB in the front line, Mikyx with a great ultimate across the back line of Madeline's Koi, and Mirwin, he's trying to stand this, but how are you supposed to really follow up on G2, who are just set up in this perfect circle where they can dish out damage from the back line? And Mirwin...
Yeah, it's over, man. I really feel like it's over. It's like I feel like often in pro play, like Senna doesn't get to scale, in a way because like people in solo queue, I like not in every game, of course, Senna gets to scale well, because it's like in solo queue, like even if Senna goes behind, people flip back some kills, and then she comes back in the game even if she died like 5 times, like she can come back. In pro play, I feel like they play more consistently around leads, and it's like ooh, that's like that some damage, holy. But you guys get my point that it's like Senna if he goes behind in pro plate and it's usually over for her, cause it takes way too much. Like people say she has an infinite scaling, but it's not like you're not gonna hurt that hard, you know. It takes time until you actually like hurt, and till then it just really feels like the champion is just smacked. Yeah, it just takes way like it's kind of like smaller. Like some games it just takes too much to scale, and obviously just won't be a good champion. And it's basically like been like that since a while. That some scaling champs just they're way too hard scaling oriented. They don't really have enough early power. You know, in pro play where people tend to pick Kalista, Lucian, or any type of like sometimes even Draven. Gumayushi did actually pick Draven notably. Um,
Welcome everyone to the Kia Tilt-Proof Challenge. We're here to see if 4 gamers can stand up to the test.
Dios mío de mi vida.
I think I lost.
I'm so happy that I didn't eat before.
Red Bull gives you wings.
is it Joe or?
I was mad I'd be a little bit shell-shocked, Finn.
Yeah, I love when Broken Blade said it's Cassandra time and there's Cassandra all over Mad Lions. That was what a performance by him. Like, how many solo kills did he get, man? It just kept getting up.
Kept racking up, exactly. I also love here's the G2 in the opening ceremony behind us. Hansama T-posing all over them. Also in this game, I said before, Supa 5-0 in winter on Senna, Goldborg, but it was the Varus' turn.
Yeah, I think it was so important for G2 that they actually managed to stabilize that bot lane. The fact that they could lane past 3 waves is usually a good indicator that you're smooth sailing going into it. This time around though, absolutely able to take over the laning phase from the get-go and even find some kills. And I love this little interaction from Mickey. He kites it out with the bailout, then dying to Supa after, and just as Hansama picks up the kill on Alvaro, well, the bailout comes through and he's allowed to then get the kill further on Supa.
I mean, I said this in the last draft already, but now I've seen it 2 games in a row. It's a Senna-Varus matchup, and the Varus always comes up on top so heavily in the early game. I really want these teams to like increase the Varus priority in this series, because I feel like whoever gets the Varus gets to dictate the early game. Whoever dictates the early game dictates the mid game, and there is no late game. These games end so fast.
Hello, can you review my OP.gg? I'm stuck and I don't know what to do. Yeah, sure, leave you can leave your in-game name in the comment section and we can talk about your profile. Yep, for sure. Alright, they're gonna copy-paste it. Gonna copy-paste it. So you're God. Okay, so you're Emerald with 25 games. 60% win rate. Before you used to be platinum, gold, emerald again. So mainly you like to sit around platinum and emerald. So you play Singed mainly, then you play some other champs, but if you look at ranked games specifically, I think you mainly play Singed. You mainly play Singed only. So now we can just put emphasis then on Singed. Now one of the things you have to really understand on Singed, that there will be many many shitty matchups such as Riven itself, and in these type of matchups as much as possible you should aim to proxy. It's more of a viable thing to do, of course, in lower ranks. The higher you go, the more inconsistent of course it can become, right? Now the other thing to really watch out for, I wouldn't permago Boots of Swiftness on Singed. Now I know it does provide mobility and anti-slow, but in this game they don't have too many slows. Doesn't slow, does slow with W, but that's a niche thing, I would say. Sometimes with R, if it doesn't stance you, doesn't really slows unless she W's in, but generally she won't W you, because then you will just flip her into your team, so almost like that doesn't count. And then this guy doesn't slows either. So anti-slow wise is not very useful, Boots of Swiftness. It provides definitely like 15 more mobility, but the issue is that look, Riven wipes you if you don't have plated seal caps. Mastery wipes you. Tristana wipes you with the lethality build. Like some games like this one, like this one, you really need that plated seal caps. Otherwise, you'll not be able to survive. That's like one of the problems. Because you buy Boots of Swiftness, you know, maybe it helps you a little to space Riven. But that's really like you can play maybe a little safer on occasion. But if she gets on top of you, then she hurts really hard. From the other hand, like usually you wanna rush as fast as possible Liandry in these days, right? So one of your choices is Liandry, Riftmaker, or Rally's Crystal Scepter. Now there is like a good there are some good games for each of these items to be rushed. And also one of the notable things I noticed, you permanently go for, wow, Cheap Shot and Eyeball Collection are so useless. But here is the thing. Mainly you need to know how to flex your runes in between Phase Rush, Conqueror, and mainly these are your two runes of choice. For example, if I type Singed, you know, I go to Singed builds, and we can see the best Singed players tend to actually flex their runes per usual into runes like Conqueror. If they value some extra, you know, DPS, Legend Tenacity just for Tenacity itself. Last and more DPS when of course people are low. Minion Dematerializer, it just helps you to clear waves. Cosmic Insight for more summoner spells of course. And so if we go to his like Singed games, for example, this is the rank 2 Singed player, we can visually see that he does go Phase Rush, as I said. He does go Conqueror. It depends on the occasion. For example, into a Darius, you very likely you want to go for a good for a good Phase Rush, so you can get out of his grasp, and you'll be able to actually just like short trade more efficiently into him. So into champions they just like smash you in a all-in. That's where you kind of like wanna get that extra Phase Rush mobility, but you don't wanna perma go for it because you're gonna lose out on DPS. I have loser Q, now it's nothing I can do. I mean, not nothing, because like the issue is that like your runes and your builds can be very faulty. Because the issue is that often not taking Ignite also disallows you to take early kills. For example, not a long time ago, as I generally noticed, do you take Ignite? I think you didn't ever take Ignite on Singed. And I make a long time ago a Singed video, if I'm correct. I'm gonna scroll a bit downwards and we're gonna find the Singed video. Really quick in here. Singed, right? Now, in here, visually we see that you don't really run Conqueror, and this is what like Conqueror tends to allow you to do. So for example, look, he plays Ignite, he plays Conqueror, right? You tend to play Phase Rush Perma, and you tend to play Phase Rush Perma, and basically you also like tend to like all the time you also tend to like go ghost non-stop, right? So this is what this guy does as a example. So let's look at this video really quick. In here we see from level 1, I did a video on this not a very long time ago. So for example, it does actually go Conqueror for early game. I took one game 80 Ignite Flash and I didn't like, yeah, but this is Conqueror, this is not 80. This is Conqueror, you see? Like, look, this guy, for example, does actually take Ignite Conqueror, right? And he does actually win early game all-ins. In fact, he does push the wave. So with his Q, he's pushing the wave. And at the same time, he's trading into his opponent, which allows him to get level 2 and all in the enemy champions smoothly. Even champions like Rengar that have early game level 1 power, right? He does go dealing, of course. He doesn't go Darkseal for a bit more early game power. And as you can visually see, he does go plated seal caps. He doesn't perma-goes Boots of Swiftness, just because it allows him to actually like have more defensive stats into AD champs. Notably, he also goes Darkseal if he feels like he's gonna get kills into a good Magi. That's super useful on Singed. And as you can see, like, yes, some mechanics a little bit in here. He throws the W in, he flips the guy under tower, of course. It's hard to stack Conqueror, though they changed it now. It's the same thing. This video was posted 2 months ago. Conqueror didn't change shit ever since then. Same thing. He does play Ignite on Singed, he does play Conqueror, and so this is what you are missing out on, because if you don't have Ignite, you don't have Conqueror, more than often you're not allowed to get a kill. Another example, Aatrox's level 1 is not necessarily shit, right? He does play Ignite on Singed, he does play even A2 Qs for no reason, but sometimes it happens, and look what he does. So he has Conqueror, and Aatrox has no Q, no passive, right? He has Ignite, and as we can visually see, he does force an all-in. Now because he's pushing the wave with his Q, you can see he's pushing the wave at the same time he's trading. He will get level 2, get a surprise all-in, ignite him. Level 2 Ignite is stronger than level 1 Ignite, of course, and he's allowed to kill his opponent, right? Compared to you tend to like perma go for phase rush and swifties and whatnot. You don't really go Ignite either, and so that's where like the issue shows up, that you like that all in damage. You can kill people level 1. You can't kill people easily at 6 because Conqueror scales, right? Even after 6. So you kind of like you just kind of like play in a very one-sided way that. This allows you to get early kills and carry a game. That's I think that's the problem, you know. So it's a very limiting way to perma go for like phase rush, right, and swifties, whatnot. As you can notice, you don't really do you go Darkseal. Let me just see. Do you tend to? So sometimes you go Magi, sometimes you go Darkseal. So that can be fine. But basically, it just really comes down to like this type of all-ins, you know, like even a Garen gets all-in in here, and this is often what you miss out on as Singed without it. You can see just as another like, visual example in here. We can see the guy all-ins even a Jax, right? And the good thing is that recently Lethal Tempo will be nerfed, which means matchups like Jax, Yone, Yasuo, and Tryndamere will be a bit easier. Jax also got nerfed recently on his E. And you can visually see it does go grasp this Jax, and he all-ins even the Jax very soon. His pace is a little bit easy, and he does go again for a level 1 all-in very soon. With his Ignite, with his Conqueror, and yes, this aggressive playstyle, you know. Yes, this very aggressive early game oriented playstyle. He's good at zoning people of minions. He's good at like he's kind of good at like getting his all-ins, you know. And so sometimes the early game is slower. You see, he doesn't insta kills the guy, but he's better at like dealing damage, you know. With Conqueror Ignite in all-ins, right? 12 stacks in Conqueror already, as we can see. By the way, Ignite also gives you a Conqueror stacks, just saying. And so that would allow you to get way more early kills, so you would have way more carry potential. I think that's I think really that's the that's the thing, you know. More than often you wanna go Liandry. I think that's totally fair. more than often that's the thing. But I would assume that maybe some games, Rally's Crystal Scepter can also be fine as a rush. Generally speaking, you wanna get it into champs like Tryndamere, anything that's like a champion that like kinda like wants to like kill you. You know, he wants to like rush at you. He's like a melee champ and he wants to like kill you. You know, and this Rally's Crystal Scepter will help you a lot to like kite a person out. You know, such as Tryndamere as an example. And you can see like there are different boots of choices that you can go for, of course. Would Rally be good as a first? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it allows you to play more defensively, cause like you get your item way faster. Your allies, you get it faster. Then, of course, even gets her first item, right? Because it's a cheap item. What Rallies allows you to do, like you can smash her keyboard and dash towards you. She can gap close properly to Rally. Just because if she really wants to do that, then she's gonna give up too many of her EQs, and then she has no fighting power. So it's definitely useful into Riven, as an example. It's useful into Mordekaiser. It's useful against many champs where if you get Liandry, you don't necessarily get to beat your opponent. So it also like sort of helps you to scale and to roam better because it slows, right? So your Q will perma slow. So it's the type of thing that you kind of like want to get. Even if you get your first item, you don't really beat your opponent yet. So you take it to secure your scaling. You take it a little bit to slow down like multiple melee opponents, right? Like it counters really hard some melee champs, you know, that just want to run at you. So sometimes you may also see Predator, but that's more so a mid lane thing. Just kind of like allows you to roam. Basically, I could even see like Predator being a viable rune choice. The whole thing about Predator is if you're in a matchup where Phase Rush or Conqueror is not very useful, then you could just consider going Predator maybe into a range matchup. That's where you can have a better gank setup and better roam angles, because let's say like a Conqueror and Phase Rush is not the most useful into Vayne as an example, you know. Which is generally not very like big these days, but I wouldn't say it's bad. By the way, don't ever go Warmogs. That's kind of a troll item. I think you perma go for Warmogs, but it's a it's a useless item, you know. It's not a great of an item. You generally wanna get a Zhonye if you wanna go defensive, Brandon, it's like anything, you know. anything else but now Warmog, that's just a shit item. It really depends on your game, but you can get Riftmaker, you know, Riftmaker gonna heal you, of course it's gonna deal lots of damage. If you wanna go more offensive, you can also get some defensive items like Jackshaw. Works really well with your aura, I think. If it does synergize, it should. Just basically like any type of MR item like Kainic Abyssal can be useful, or Frozen Heart wouldn't feel to be bad, of course. So I think there are just many like defensive items that you could consider with a Warmogs or either an offensive one, but I think like Warmogs is just like a troll item these days that not really fitting for Singed. It's like the type of thing you get healing in and out of combat, but it doesn't provide you any like combat power and just gives you like a big chunk of like HP, speed, health regen, but it's just generally not that great of an item in these days. In these days, like into AP poke, you can take Kainic Roka and you can take armor items into like AD champs, of course, but it's not very like useful these days.
That's when one team gets a lead.
So then you can make sure that okay, Hans
True,
and Mickey
next game started, guys. So that's it for now with the Singed review. The next game started, of course. So I'll be looking at this pro game. So apparently they do have they do have two like snowbally champs. They have the classic control mage mid lane. They have the Senarel. They have the Varus again. They have the Nautilus.
Bit ahead on his trip to mid lane.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, but look at the collapse from Alvaro as well, recognizing.
You're welcome, Gonzo.
Dash in, flash out from Yike, quick.
Tries to sidestep the stun from Alvaro, but he doesn't throw it out. Nice small advantage gained by MDK. Good use of that early ward to spot what he was up to. And again, we mentioned it earlier, really excited to see both these players. Oh, Caps.
Nice flip back.
He's getting very
Follow-up
low.
damage from Fresskowy.
No way you're gonna die, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the third volley. Mostly going to hit the minions there. Caps has to
I
play
will say,
very safe.
We've been casting Caps for many years now. He's a man that loves to hold his flash until the very edge, and it's caught many mid laners off guard. They sit there and like they overstay. Maybe they think, oh, you know, I can actually get him. He's within kill range, and then sometimes he's been able to punish them as a result of that. But Fresskowy showing that respect, knows he's going to force him back. Just going to go get a nice base for himself and then TP back into mid wave. But a slower early game compared to what we've been seeing so far in this series.
I do think though we're going to see Oyoye start to transition a lot.
I feel like Mad Lions will win this. Well, like I just really, well, not sure. Depends how the early game goes. But I would say Mad Lions skills really nicely into the enemy comp. I would say. We'll see though. We'll see.
To contest you if you go for that play.
Will move over to the Gromp as Mikyx returns to the bottom side of the map. Reset from Supa is there. You can see Alvaro will not head straight back to lane instead, potentially fishing for a play in the mid lane. Both mid laners reset. I definitely like the Lost Chapter purchase for Fresskowy a bit more. Obviously, if you're running Natris first, the purchases are a bit cheaper, but a bit more awkward sometimes in terms of their impact in lane.
Alvaro just helping get the push out in mid means that Fresskowy can be in a position to assist Oyoye in securing these grubs. This forces Broken Blade to play on the defensive as well, knowing that his jungler's on the bot side of the map bit. The vision was already set up by G2. 2 control wards invested in the bot river. Gains that information, makes the cross map a reality. This Void Grub's a really nice pickup for the Bel'Veth in particular. Plate secured in bot lane, but overall, we continue to see a relatively slow, passive early game between these two teams.
And you can start to feel the tension build, right? Game 1 and Game 2 both felt like haymakers for each respective side. Now, much closer, much more controlled. Neither side getting overly aggressive. Neither side going to make the same fumbles in the laning phase that they did in either of the previous 2 games.
But again, I think a huge amount of this game is going to be about junglers, and Yike, now moving down to the spot side, wants to see if he can make a play onto the spot side. I think it's a little bit dangerous to dive, but Oyoye, he's on that top end, and he's the one that's actually stole away, and he's going to be able to steal away the red buff as it respawns here as well. So Yike, not getting his foot clear on this bottom side because he went straight for Dragon now, won't be able.
You know what's weird for me, guys? Like, Senna doesn't have clans into Comfort, they have so many amount of CC, but she doesn't have Ghost either, she plays Seal. Isn't it a little bit weird though? I just really feel like either Ghost or clans, but the worst you could take is Heal, because maybe like Ghost occasionally helps you to disengage. I mean, it's just like Exhaust could be another option, but anything you take, Exhaust, Ghost, Cleanse, any of these can be useful in situations, but I think like Heal is the worst thing, because like think about it, you get an Nautilus ulted, you get all in, you don't have Cleanse, you die. People chase you down, like a cannon tries to chase you down with Viego, you could Ghost out, you don't die, or maybe a Viego tries to like 1v1 you, but you exhaust him and you don't die, or cannon, and you don't die. You space them out with Ghost, but I think Heal doesn't, I think just Heal is just like so dogs. I mean, it's just weird. It's kind of weird.
Bemutatjuk az új Parodontax Active Gámripert. A foglusáskor vérző él a dominóhatás kezdete, ami rossz napra is fordul.
He gets more wave clear as he can get ahead of Caps in that eternal wave clear battle, which is going to continue to mount in the favor of Mad Lions Koi. Yes, Mirwin is losing out on top lane pressure, but that Rumble All can still be incredibly impactful in the fights to come. Another flip back connecting. Alvaro ready to follow up. Caps waiting to burn the dash. It looks like he did. Now finally going to use it out to safety. Exhaust ticking. Super desperate to get the final kill here, Yike. Stepping forward. Hoping to just disrupt a little bit. Caps will walk away, but he's already lost so much life, he can't afford to stay.
And this is a great read coming through from MDK. Caps could have pushed and moved into his top side with Yike, but because MDK collapsed on mid, they push Caps back. Oyoye get its full top side, and now Broken Blade is overextended.
Broken Blade overextending. Flash forward from Mirwin has just overheated himself. Broken Blade should be able to walk away to safety. G2 holding on. Caps sticking around despite the blinking health bar.
I'm just very positive about Mad Lions draft this game. I'm pretty much sure it's not really... like, how can I say it? I'm pretty much sure if Mad Lions don't enter Leon, they're gonna slowly win this game. Just feel like the even scaling of Senna's might be a bit better than Varus's. Although it does spike at the first item, I think a little bit better than Senna does. That's true. I would say that's true. But I think scaling by Senna always gonna be better than the Lethality Varus. So they're trying to go for some play on. Perhaps they're trying to go for a play on Rumble, I assume, but I think they just gotta play for plates, no?
Jó, kell neked is?
Nem annyira, majd ezt hát, nem tudom, megsütetett? Kell.
Csak neked is egyet?
Hősél nekem is.
Pressure on the top side of the map would normally favor G2, but Mad Lions Koi willing to commit a ton of resources just to ensure that the
I mean, I think if Mad Lions don't tint, they just win this, no? It looks like there's like a draft diffy. Oh no, but no, Viego, you're not allowed to int. Oh my god, this is gonna be worse. Oh, wait, she gets so many stacks and holy. It's so good to rotate for those though. Wait, guys. Hold up.
Gold over the Hansama. Super having a much healthier early game compared to what we saw in game 2.
Also having the 5 grub buff is big just for shredding these towers because again, Senna's threat onto towers is not normally significant. However, that extra damage over time is definitely paying off for the side of Mad Lions Koi. In the previous game, Mad Lions Koi were behind on every single rotation as the resets from G2 were just better, but this time around, Mad Lions Koi playing it so much better equipped as well to respond to G2.
I think a huge amount of that is going to be trying to get back control here against...
Isn't Senna just dead? Maybe she ain't.
And that's going to be the next big port of call, because if you can get that for Bel'Veth, obviously massive for her. And just trying to keep control of this top side with the amount of vision that they have. Looking at Caps, but I don't think he'd be able to get the flick back here. Alvaro is waiting in the wings. Maybe it's actually just to rotate everyone top. And BB doesn't have his flash up and available. This could be a great timing attack.
X caught out here. Sidestep is clean. Hook onto the minion, not ideal. Two-man knockup. Aftershock procs, flashing out to safety. Exhaust still ticking. Broken Blade. How much are they willing to give to keep Mickey alive? The answer is not a lot. Kill going down. Elyoya instantly going to transform. True form now unleashed. And priority access to the Herald in 27 seconds as well.
I mean, Dagda's done a great job of breaking it down, but MDK have just dominated this early game largely thanks to some great pathing. Super, as he overstayed.
Cancel on the base. Super desperate to try and get a kill back. Broken Blade is still standing. Yike now on the chase.
That damage was way more than I thought.
Ace Conqueror fully procced here. Ulti coming out, flash out from Super, not enough. Big shutdown for the side of G2.
Small misstep from Super there, thinking that he could get a kill back onto Broken Blade. He comes very close to getting it, but he does not expect Yike to be in the area. Scowie now on a
that's
wall.
a bit of a problem.
Ulti over the wall is big. Mickey X is there as well. But Talia still living. Damage not quite there. Hansama, how much left on the piercing arrow? Mickey now the one who's been caught out. Elyoya's instantly there to follow up. Mad Lions Koi ahead in the play.
And there's nothing that they can do to try and answer with this. I think BB has to try and reset, but there's no...
Yeah, I think it's over. I felt like if Mad Lions won't in this game, they only die like once Twice this game, 2 deaths, but it's not much. It's kind of over for them. I mean, we'll see. They have the type of champs that can actually, like, maybe it's a bit too early to say it's over, because they have some champs that can actually have like a type of kit that allows them to come back to get picks, right? Like, it's not oh my god, I jinxed it. I exactly wanted to talk about Nautilus as an example, or maybe a Varusar or something, but with Azirus, but yeah, I already felt like it's over from the draft. I mean, yeah, it's just the problem is that they're not allowed to int, you know? Like, into that comp, you're not really allowed to int. And they can outplay. Look, Azir was in, he gets a Senna. Maybe he picks up a Rhea, but it's not even a 1-for-1. What? It's not even a 1-for-1. I mean, of course, like, for sure, I mean, cannons not very avoidable, of course, cannons are, but they have some comeback opportunity though, like they have CC champs, they have champs that are good at getting picks. I wouldn't deny that, they have comeback opportunities at least, you know. But it's not that over, maybe I just like said it's over, but it's not that over yet. It's not over yet. Like, the TP was ugly, right? Senna got caught, then, you know, Azir got CC, that's good. They smashed Azir, but... Yeah, it got a bit unlucky. They couldn't really respect the cannon. So they dodged the wood. I mean, that's good, that's good.
Had already burnt his flash, he had no way to try and get out of that, and he ends up falling in the exchange. And now, with 45 seconds until Dragon, MTK control the area, but G2, they have members all over the place and come from...
But holy shit, man. Look at the Belbat. That looks like a very fat Belbat. I don't know what he's getting though. His build is a bit weird. It will be a throw fight. There will be a throw fight, guys. Goodie though. But now Cannon can't engage. The blue team got it. They don't force beyond that. They don't force beyond that. Oh, but the team gets isolated. Oh, yikes. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I think I said it too early that it's over. Because they have the type of team comp that can get picks, you know? Very easy they can get picks. So it's very easy to, like... It's very easy to throw your lead if I think about it into them. Very... Yeah, I said it too early. I said it too early, it's over. I said it too early, Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. I felt like they're gonna throw, like Mad Lions every time throw. So that's the meme by the way around Mad Lions, that they are throwing every game, and... No, how? They got a really nice lead, they had just to maintain it, they had to not throw their lead, and they would be in such a good spot, you know? So it did actually hit both of them apparently, I thought it will only hit the mid laner. It hit the Senna as well. It's weird. Actually I didn't even like... I didn't even imagine they're gonna hit Senna as well. You know what? But it might just be G2 start to. But G2, I don't think so. They don't throw out that much. They don't throw out that much.
Close to perfect. This one a bit lackluster. Need more from these picks because Caps is just getting stronger and stronger. It's 66 gold ahead. It doesn't matter too much, but we know what Azir can do in the late game fights.
It's the fact that Yike has been pulled back into this game, though. He was slipping 600, 700, 800 gold behind, but now with 4 kills, this Viego is a beast and definitely a force to be reckoned with. And now, especially if Broken Blade can get in, like all he has to do is get members low for Yike to finish off. This combo for G2 is so incredibly strong, but I think that's why Mad Lions Koi have to, if they can zone BB out, jump on the rest of the team. BB's out of the equation, that's fantastic. You just want to keep him away, and as long as you can get on towards Caps and Hansama, no one's really tanky. And
that's true. They have a lot of damage, but they're the type of comps that just sort of have a lot of damage, a lot of ring stuff, but they don't really like do anything really. They don't tank, I mean. They don't like tank anything. Just like go in, maybe Zanye, and maybe try to do something after, but that's it, you know.
If he does run into that Velvet,
like, I feel like I said it too early, because there are clear ways to throw into cannon, you know. And if Viego gets resets in the team fights, it's GG. So, and he has some good resets opportunities, I would say. Or Mad Lions, nope, they're not throwing. Did he flash? Yeah, he did flash. I think she's out. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yep, she's out. And she gets the plant. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, just disgusting. Do they get Baron of that? I don't think so. Maybe table force Baron? I'm not sure, honestly. That's the word for that. There's the word for that.
Ugyanez. Ott meg pont az ellentétes irányba. Úgyhogy nem tartócsekben nem volt maga biztos, én nem értek egyet a Szabékkal, szerintem, de benne van az ugye, amit a Feri mondott, hogy amúgy lehet ezzel az egész így pont a becsapás is.
Én mondtam.
Jó, te mondtad. A női megérzés, na akkor eljött a döntés pillanata. Ez a mai Mutasd a Hangot első döntése. Azt kell eldöntenetek, hogy kit lettesszük már. Taktoros is. Nem. Szerintem az hiányos, szerintem ahogy meg, ahogy mozgott, szerintem csak előadta. Na? Kezdődik. Legyen egy óra, megveszünk, bíz benne, mi baj? Csak én bízom benne, de saját pénzedre játszol. Játszol az egyének. Haver, segítek a tiéddel is játszol. Na, a traktoros szeretnétek megjelölni. Igen, tegyétek azt. Biztosak vagytok benne? 100%. Pont elég ahhoz, hogy azt mondjuk, hogy a traktoros. Nem akarjátok megváltoztatni? Nem akarjuk. Akkor véglegesítsétek magukat. Én véglegesítek. Ennek voltál hajtó. Én nem. Igen, ez volt. Csak nőköröket játszol?
Oh, Ziggy.
Az első csapatás, az első boldogságunk, majd az az.
Now I may say, like, their comp was quite good, okay, like Mad Lions comp was quite good. But the issue is that the G2 comp has like a lot of like comeback opportunities, that makes sense. I think really easily, yep, you got this one, be nice. I think he will die here, no? No way, right? He's very fast, but Talia is also... Oh, but the ult was really good. Extremely well played with that ult. I mean, it's not very disgusting of an ability, isn't that? Maybe if she angled the Q a bit better, maybe she would get the kill.
Kennen and Mickey have just gone back to base. G2 don't realize Caps going to try and get a ward down here.
They just spotted it out with the blast cone, with the Scryage Bloom, excuse me. Know that this is coming. TP now used. Man advantage for the side of MDK. Are they willing to risk the 50-50? Yike ultimate up and available. Can't go over the wall. They need to. 3K getting lower. That Varus piercing arrow getting charged up. They know they can't go as long as he's charging it off to the side. Alvaro just trying to make space. Baron going down in favor of MDK. Well played from the Mad Lions Koi support. But G2 are now going to fish for the fight. Caps sliding, gliding, finding Super. Broken blade off to the side. Looking to eliminate Elyoyo in the 1v1. Mad Lions Koi quick on the retreat. It is Baron for 2 kills in favor of G2.
And G2 managed to get there just after Baron goes down. 2 kills. It's more of a case of how much can G2 get off the back of this as well. They should be able to get the mid lane tower. BB pushing in that top side. 30-second death timers means it will more than likely just be the mid lane tower. But it's an answer back for G2.
A fantastic decision by MDK. The G2 have to scramble back to try and punish. While they are able to get 2 kills, the fact that this Baron is taken off the board means that G2 is very limited in what they can actually get. They steal a few camps, but MDK with the Baron firmly plant themselves.
But guys, look at Bel'Veth. She's getting Iceborne, I think. She does have like 2 items to start. Rumble does insane damage now. I think they have lots of damage. Senna has 3 items scaled up, even though she's a bit behind. This will be an interesting game because any of the teams still have good chances. It's not 100% any of the teams will win, but at this point, Nautilus is very oppressive. I would say the Nautilus is very oppressive. I don't know, it's very oppressive with his flash, alright, so they have a lots of oppressive champions towards Senna, right? But she does have an Edge of Night into a Nautilus ult, right? So it's not like it's just over, you know. Let's see how does this go. Sadly nothing. Sadly nothing. I really like the zoomed out camera, to be honest. It's so nice actually. So they do push out the mid wave, and I think they're really trying to pressure the bot tower, right? He almost got him with W. I think that was an okay play from Viego. So Viego will have soon flash. W flash would be great. Oh, it looks like a spicy play to me. Let's get a reset. Oh, it's over. It's over. Egy nyereményünk egy városbelépő a Harlem Globetrotters Veszprémi vagy budapesti sójára a Broadway.hu felajánlásával. Üveget bekapcsolni. Az első utat. Vihar közel. És most olyan közel viszont hozzá. Yeah, I think it's over. Like, the thing is, like, Mad Lions is very infamous for, like, throwing, you know, like, Mad Lions throwing games. Like, Mad Lions throwing games, right? And it's like a meme that's been running around. How often Mad Lions just throw games. Another meme. It's like... It's like they've been actually like throwing, like, it's a huge throw video, but they've been like lots of memes on Twitter more so. I don't find them exactly on like Google, but Mad Lions been actually like mind blowing of the numbers of Mad Lion performance. Like there've been a lots of like this type of posters I've seen where Mad Lions are just like perma like throwing, you know. But yeah, let's get back to it, because they had an advantage. I was like, this game could be over if they don't throw, but again, not to blame them too much, because it's a very, like, if you look at the enemy comp, it's like very hard to not throw into. It's just very, very fucking hard. That's the thing.
The hills, as G2 are able to take the fight in the front to back.
Mewin, that ultimate being unavailable was so much damage lost in such a narrow choke point. It could have been such a difference maker. But G2, they didn't care. They used Alvaro against his own team. And I mean, it's just a bunch of junglers the Yike has played before.
Now it's over actually for Mad Lions. I think I said it too early. At the beginning of the live, I think I said it too early. 'Cause I didn't really consider the fact that we have champions that are really good at getting picks and coming backs. It's making those comebacks happen. Because, like, how the fuck do you not into a Nautilus on occasion or into a flash cannon or, you know? Because the issue is they don't have too many knockbacks, right? Into a cannon like flash or, you know, like, you know. It's very hard to, like, not into the cannon or... Oh, but, cannon does actually collapse on Rumble? Only on Rumble? Can blame him. Can't blame him. So Broken Blade is chasing the Tali. I think she's out. Yep, sadly she is just out. I think it's a really cool wall from that skin. I think the TV is just really making some noises. I mean, the noise suppression filter is already on, but...
Mi a customized rendelésed van? Hogy nem itt egyenes kaplonyból, mi van? Mi a kuli erre?
Just checking if the chat is working.
With the soul as well, that only becomes more difficult to take down G2.
I mean, I will say that, like, what is the threat onto Hansama in these fights? He's only gotten a single death in the whole game. He's just sitting on the back line, throwing out that ultimate, throwing out that empowered Q. And the problem is, for MDK, you've talked so much about it, Dagda, the second that Alvaro disappears, the front line disappears as well. And it just becomes reset central for Yike.
And a huge amount of it has to be separating the fights, and they just can't do it because G2 are coming in from every which way.
TP topside, Broken Blade here to back up, make sure that no one gets picked off. Shepherd them in, hook onto Alvaro.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was thinking about. Like, it's so hard. They don't have Ojana. They have Orel, but her WCC is not fast enough. And they don't have, like, a fast way to, like, knock back the cannon, you know? Yeah, I think it's over. Oh wait, the cannon didn't actually, like, AoE damage though, like, he didn't really upfront get the kill, but he did a lot of AoE. Yeah, it's very hard, Because, like, you can imagine his flash is up for every, like, Drake, for example. Right, every 5 minutes or even faster if he has Cosmic inside, of course, and just makes you think, right? Like, makes you think how easily he can secure an every Drake, right? If he times his flash to the Drakes, as an example, and to other objectives that take similar amount of time. Now, Elder will be, of course, 6 minutes, so you have an extra minute, but it's really... Yeah, I think I underestimated, actually, the G2 comp. No, I really... They got an advantage, and it really got into my head, but it's Mad Lions, they throw all the time, and also, like, it's very easy to throw into that comp, so yeah. Yeah, actually, I did underestimate the... Yeah, I did really underestimate the G2, Very easy for them to come back, very, very easy. Because really, the Mad Lions went for a comp where they have to snowball, and they have to, like, win off their snowball, otherwise they're gonna get fucked, and basically, they just do it. Yep, I think it's over now for Mad Lions. There's not much they can do, sadly, into the soul. I feel like. Yeah, it's very hard right now to function, I would say. People underestimate this soul, but this soul is kind of like a soul that gives damage. And also gives resistances, right? So in a way, it's similar to, like, the, It's very similar to the Earth Drake, in a way, because it provides resistances. And at the same time it provides damage, right? So that's good. Like, just imagine, like, the DPS champs, like Viego loves that Drake, Azir could love that Drake, sometimes I would say Varus, right? Good Zanya, good ult. Can we nerf Azir, please? It is dominating too hard, the pro play. So ever since people realize they can go fleet or foot on Azir, the problem is that he out-sustains and he wins or scales easily into any matchups, right? He wins or scales into any matchups, and then the issue shows up that he's just obnoxious because he dives in, he ults people, and I mean, they went for some champs that counter Azir, you know? Like, they went for a Rel or maybe for a Talia, but they don't have the most consistent forms of countering Azir all in all the time. And yeah, I think it's just over. Yeah, it's over. Bad Lions again. And Bad Lions meme is real.
Game, but as we got into the later game fights, G2 just found their window. Well played, but Mad Lions Koi, they're going to have to bounce back as we jump to a quick break.
Hey Law,
Yeah?
I need a bit of help with styling since I'm new here, and I was wondering if I could show you a couple of outfits.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing, thank you so much. I'll be right back. I'm a Poro snack. Get it?
I don't know, man. No, not really.
I don't know, Law. Hopeless.
No, it's gonna be fine. Here, let's have a break.
Even the biggest champ needs a break.
Yes, that's the one. Perfect.
Yeah? LEC, here we come.
Ahoo!
Red Bull gives you wings.
3 more minutes. So there will be another match. Next split. Hopefully, jail. I don't know what does this mean. So there are actually like one more minute, 30 seconds, right? And G2 will face again Mad Lions again. Didn't they already win 2 of them? It has to be 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. Okay. So then they will, as a whole, win the tournament. This is like the final game, split finals, right? The winter playoff, split final. So there won't be more games than this, right? I think this is that's it, I think, for today. Are there any Mad Lion fans out there? Let's be real, are there any other Mad Lions out there? Because I think even Mad Lion fans are disappointed in Mad Lions. Where is the... You guys feel me?
Back there,
I don't think that there are any Mad Lion fans. Oh, Senna looks so good actually with that skin.
And welcome back to the LEC Winter Finals. As the day started amazingly for Mad Lions Core, but things are getting a bit darker here after 3 games. So it's time for us to check in with Ibai, her costume, and motivational words for the rest of the team in the hope to see them come
well,
back.
if y'all
Ibai,
don't win, we're gonna fire you guys.
What do you want to see from your team here in Game 4 for them to come back?
¿Qué quieres ver en la partida para el Game 4 para comebackear?
Bueno, creo que debemos volver a elegir lado azul muy probablemente. Creo que este plan de partida ha estado muy bien.
He probably said something, we're gonna try our hardest, definitely, we won't underestimate our enemies. We are really prepared, probably something like that.
Y seguir jugando igual.
Just
y
the
realmente
random
da igual lo que
translation.
diga porque se va a inventar todo lo que esté diciendo.
We hope
Por
the
lo
best
tanto,
out. He probably said something like we hope the best out of our teammates, of course. We train quite a lot. And we'll see what happens. Probably he said something like that, I swear.
We should go back to blue side because we liked a lot our game plan and we felt really comfortable and we trust the team fully. And he said as well that I'm gonna translate it so bad. So hello to his mom Silvia, that he's gonna be in surgery next week. So yeah.
Shout out to that, of course. I found out that Mad Lions was going to be blue side indeed for this game. Any motivational speech for the team, Ibai? You're the coach right now. Motivate the team and the fans, team.
¿Qué le dirías al equipo ahora mismo para motivarles o el momento?
Bueno, para mí les diría que están haciendo historia, que confiamos en ellos hasta el final, pase lo que pase, que sé que lo pueden hacer y que creo que nos vamos a ir a la 5ª partida, así que lo vamos a conseguir sin duda. Aquí, okay. Perfecto.
I don't know what does that mean.
I translate or that's it? Okay, he said that we trust them fully and we legit think that we can go to Game 5 and we legit think that we can win the series, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's it. We are with them even if we lose anytime. That's mine, but we trust them till the end.
Full trust. We want to see that Game 5 though. Gracias por la entrevista. Thank you for the translation, I hope at least. And back to you.
Thank you so much and muchas gracias a T-Skane. Eres perfecto para mí. Here we go. It is match point for G2 Esports, though. And I'm glad we got the rallying of the troops from Mad Lions Koi because I think they're going to need it after this game specifically because I feel like this was a very frustrating game to play for them.
It felt like the game was in their hands and they just kept slipping out and out of it. Like I feel like they had control, they had a firm grasp, but then G2 with this tiny little like maneuvers just slightly crawled back into the game. Here we have a fantastic fight. I think great clairvoyance by Mickey to just flash over this wall, realizing his Kennen is fighting the Rumble that is trying to mark him. By killing this Rumble first and winning the fight, getting the reset for Viego, he can just go into their backline and create a fight where Viego's just gonna clean up.
You were going insane at this play, right? And you guys as well in terms of kind of the clutch that Mickey was bringing.
Yeah, I think that's the entire thing going into this one. It's just the fact that it's the presence of mind that Finn is describing where one Viego reset is able to make you take over the fight. And I think it's specifically in a scenario like this, where at first it's not looking like the greatest, but you get one reset, then suddenly the entire fight goes back to G2.
I think G2 is just finally starting to really come together. Sure, Mad Lions made a lot of mistakes here and there, but this is the G2 that we expected to see from the very start of the series. Sure, MDK were really strong at the start. They had practice over the weekend. Now G2 is warmed up.
Yeah, but this is just the Caps and Yike show once again. This is what we saw in Reckless East, and even when it didn't go through from a team perspective like we saw it in Game 2, going into Game 3, there's 2 key figures you've always been able to reliably rely on, and that had been Yike and Caps in Winter Season.
I mean, Yike was just so clutch in that fight. He kept finding the resets. When Yike could put on the Belveth, you know he was comfortable as well. He was so happy playing the Belveth. He just cleaned up, and the Hans Q from downtown as well, securing the resets. Beautiful.
You know, when they're in that flow state, G2, it's very hard to stop them, and Mad Lions Koi definitely felt that. I also felt when, as we were watching it, rather, that, you know, it happens once, and you don't kill the target that you had intended, but you keep going in, you just know what's going to happen, because G2 have been so crisp, and I felt they were banging their head against the wall just a little bit, or am I wrong in that?
It's like a sunk cost fallacy with like you use your engage shows on one guy, you feel like you should die, so you're like, we gotta kill him, but then you suddenly overstep, and the enemy team has a great turn angle. I feel like it happened 2 times. Mickey is a master at this, baiting the team in, making them think they have him, and then turning S5.
And then closing the door as the players are coming back, and Caps is playing with the audience as well. So let's talk about going forward then, going into this Game 4, Mad Lions Koi with their backs against the wall. Let's bring up Elyoya, because he did have a good early game, Broxah, but he's gonna have to do so much more, right? Not only in the game, but we know him as this leader now of MDK, needing to pull them back into this series.
Well, I think Elyoya showing up is you know, one thing, but the pieces around him weren't really there. And I think it starts with the draft, really. We need to drop the Senna priority. Varus is now 3-0. Senna 0-3. It's just not working out. Super needs to have more impact in the game. The Rumble blind pick definitely didn't work out. And just overall, stop giving G2 everything that they want.
So can you type their names on the Eagle Graphs? Like if I type hello, yeah. Yeah, it's here, but he's Diamond 1 in solo queue. What? I mean, he been Challenger before, but I theoretically could get him on game with him if he quiz up. Wait, he played Earth. Ooh. He is really hard practicing for finals, isn't he? Ooh. I don't know about this one, champ. Maybe he played on a different account to practice some hidden picks. But it kinda looks like he didn't practice any champs before finals. I don't know. I guess if that's allowed. You know. It's kind of weird, but maybe he played on a different
It happened
account,
last time.
right?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
this is where they learn.
Okay, this is where they learn.
Every game.
I would also like Silver Scrapes. Betty might actually die because he's cast 14 games, but I say worth it. Sorry, Betty. It bangs too much.
I mean, we're in now, you know what I mean? If we're here, may as well.
Betty's cast them, but Mad Lions Coy have had to play them. This would be them pushing it to 15 games over the course of this weekend if they hope to take this.
And, you know, Alvaro talked about it on eBuy stream. Shout out to the person on Reddit who was able to dark my something. I'm sorry, I forgot your username. Who was able to translate a lot of the stream highlights. Like, Alvaro personally talked about, like, ears start ringing, not used to the white noise, his back is hurting, you know what I mean? And like, there's no way he is not feeling that strain and that stress, and the fact that he has to play at the absolute peak to have.
They insta-ban the Kalista, but they also insta-ban the Cassette, you know what, reasonable. Both of them can be very disgusting in pro play. They banned Draven. I think that's not the first rotation ban, to be honest. Twisted Fate, fine. But I feel like Draven is not really a first rotation ban, is it? I mean, I mean, like, I'm not sure, honestly. But in the second rotation, if I think about it, it's not way better to ban him. Aren't they really scared of Draven, though? I feel like the champ is kind of a joke in pro play, no? Sometimes Kumayushi makes it work, but I feel like to some comps he really falls off. Because he hasn't got the best anti-take capabilities, and he's kind of vulnerable to pokes, to, you know, engages, and he's not really like beside of if he doesn't go like Cam in the early game, he's just progressively more useless, as I noticed.
Happened there, but the misban was not intentional.
Yeah, I do feel like it'll probably be the Maokai ban, and then it just becomes a case of Varus. Hopefully, going to be the first pick for Mad Lions Coy. It has been very, very dominant this split, or this series. As Betty was saying as we were walking off, 100% win rate over the course of this this series. So definitely something you want to try and get your hands onto, and then see if you can operate into a very aggressive bot lane. Because it feels like even though we got a very big jungle gap coming through for Ayoya in the last game, they couldn't really transition it. It feels like having that bot lane control is really the thing that latches on to winning opportunities in these games.
And I, you know, it's easy to tunnel on a very specific pick, of course, right? Like when there is that consistent factor. But GB made a really good point on the desk, which is very much that when you need someone to step up, you often look at Caps and Yike, at least exclusively for this split. Broken Blade did have some fantastic engages on the Kennen ultimate, but it was really Caps who was able to find a lot of those great shuffles. It was Yike who was coming up clutch in that crucial mid-game teamfight. He was in the mid lane. Everyone was dying on both sides, and it was thanks to Yike that they were able to turn that one around. So, unless Ayoya can find a way to shut this man down, I think it's going to be a difficult struggle to be able to get the upper hand.
All right, so peripheral issues, you can see on stage, a brand new keyboard is being brought up to Cap, so we will restart Champ Select with the same bands as soon as that setup is complete. What I will say about this series overall is that I think that when we saw the Senna really work, you wanted to play team fights very slow, very steady. And so if they want to pick this champion, I just hope that they have champions that have a similar aligned goal, because all of what Mad Lions Coy wanted to do was very fast. A Rumble Equalizer, you have the wall, you bring down your full combo, and then Senna. sitting there, auto-attacking 3 times, and that's her contribution to an entire fight. If you want to bring the Karma back, if you want to build a draft around this pick, I can understand wanting to play it.
Great point. Karma has just disappeared from the priority in these drafts.
But based on the pace that both these teams play, I almost feel like you should just let Senna go. I'm not going to say that her not winning a game yet is the reason you shouldn't pick her. It's just that both teams want to blow all their cooldowns and pop somebody in an instant, and that's not a game state where Senna usually comes out on top.
See what the adaptations are. So far, the bans from the side of MDK have remained the same. They don't want to have to deal with the TF anymore. Draven, Kalista pitching that pull from Hans Summer. We look back, Hans Summer didn't have the greatest regular season. Narrowing his pool has often been found to be an effective strategy. Internationally, that was also the case. Let's see if they do take that Boris away from him, maybe force him back onto the center.
I think someone who has had a great split, though, is BB. Because I think there was a huge amount of criticism that's been leveraged at him over time, of even last year, where he was like, oh, he's trying to do the shot calling. That's why he isn't as strong in lane. That's why he's not working out for BB. You can see he's a bit of a goofball.
Yeah, just inciting another delay of game really shortly as his jungler. Probably cannot play. He's realized his mistake. But Confetti is fun, but dangerous.
I do think for BB, though, like, this is a guy who, when you look at the league, is second when it comes...
How is Confetti dangerous? How is Confetti gonna be dangerous? You just dive someone, like blow some confetti on
damage per minute. Like, BB has had a fantastic time, and not only is he still shot calling, but he's been able to transition those leads very well in game. And also at times we've seen, like when he's on the Zac, TPing down to fix stuff up on bot lane. Like, this guy has had a fantastic split, and I think it's something that we haven't hit on enough.
Look at
how strong he
is.
is.
Yike looks at it.
So what I will say is that, like, I think big credit to Mirwin in game 1. I think he was ultimately like a massive factor in why Mad Lions Koi were able to win that so confidently. But similarly in game 2, he was the only strong point on the map.
Guys, I have a fat piece inside of me, so I think just be right back.
Hány mutas dolgodat csináltunk már végig, de én teljesen partos vagyok. Nem akarok buliről lenni, de szerintem a hastáncos karakterünk nem tud énekelni, akár
You guys are gonna ping?
And BB was able to shut that down. And
very creative top laners, kind of debuting and showcasing all the different champions that they have at their disposal. And I'm hoping that they've got something new cooked for us up as we continue in this series. We are just confirming everything is working.
Yeah, I apologize. I was supposed to give the update, but I got excited about my point. It was 3 minutes, and that was about 2 minutes ago. So we're about 1 minute out. You just need to confirm keyboard settings. Again, it's a fresh keyboard here, so make sure everything feels good.
And I can say with confidence that these MDK players are still confident. There's still a bit of banter in the all-game chat. These players are still happy to be here. They're ready to play, and I'm sure that they've got something ready to bring us in game 4. They're no strangers to this now. Over the last 2 days, they've gone the full 5 games. The exhaustion has to be kicking in, but they know what is on the line. A spot at MSI, the winter split champions. And for MDK, it would be an opportunity to take down the greatest organization in Europeans history in G2 Esports, which not many organizations have been able to do.
Certainly not. I mean, it feels like when G2 are in form, they are unstoppable, and they have been in form this season. They were the expected favorites as they made no changes. They have made good on those expectations thus far. Mad Lions Koi looking to upset the apple cart. Only they and Fnatic managed to get a win off G2 in the best ofs.
And that's the thing. I think Mad Lions Koi, even if they don't pick up the win here, should be...
They also banned the same. I think they have to ban the same things. They banned the broken build Cassante. So they got the PTSD. They really got the PTSD from Cassante. The solo killing the enemy top. 1v2ing like the Glar and the enemy jungle. Was it the jungle? I don't remember the champion. So they open up with a Varus again. Just to deal with Senna early on it. Wow, it's the same picks. It's the same picks so far. It's Varus, Senna, Azir, of course. So it's Rel again, so they do have actually some bot lane pressure. Okay, that's fair. I wonder how come sometimes they don't go double poke. That would be interesting, I would say. Did get Talia, counter a little bit Azir, counter a little bit the Nautilus in some sense. It's all approximately the same draft actually, if you guys noticed. Can't they just let the Draven be open and ban this? Well, is that even concerning? I feel like it's not that big of a deal.
Magyarországon? Köszönöm. Aztán még nem szerelésük. De mi, hogy mindennel szerintem? De már akkor ennyivel kell szerepelni az egész világon, nem egyik országban, ilyen más országban. Ezért van is szívótos meggyermekek. Hát a kalapnak.
Champions, the echoes of doubt start, coming into the back of G2's mind. Is it Avara's top? Something you always have to respect. Zac now taken out of the equation as well. Not the best matchup in Avara's, but obviously has insane CC set up for anyone else who wants to make their way topside.
And the Zac as well.
Yeah, it could be Varus top. I didn't even think of that, but it could be also like Jungle or Al. Makes you think. Milio, what if they go Varus? Actually, sure about Milio. I mean, wait, so Brand? Wait, no way, typic Brand, right? There's no way. No way, right? Right? Right?
És azt mondja, hogy bocsi fiú. Na tudjátok, hogy ennek a csávodat nincs ez évvédő az autóját. Az biztos? Oké, hibáztam, szerencsétek voltok, szerencsések voltok, gyertetek, irány Ibiza. Egyem. Jó. Egyem a szívedet, azért meg nem bántodjál. Örülök a sikereire. 1 millió forint.
So it's Alistar, okay, so it was a flex pick, not bad. So they did pick the Alistar. Let's see. So it's an Alistar pick into what exactly? Alistar into... The Jace already got picked. Wait, so it's like... So Jace top, jungle run, huh? Not sure, like, don't they have too much AP actually? They have 4 AP champs. What? They have 4 AP champs on G2 sides. What?
Makes it very difficult for Jace to actually get a huge advantage in that matchup on the top side. And then as well, you've got the opportunity with a very, very squishy lineup to just go, cool, can we find a flank position for BB? Because even though you do have the Alistar and the Rel...
Did they just ban like Sante and Broken Blade got a mental blockage and he picked Ragas? Because they don't have like an AD tank. What is this? There's no way. Baby. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying as well, 180. What do you mean, like... Cringe drafts, okay, avoid this type of comments. G2 better draft. Here was the G2 better draft comment. Yeah, I don't know how do they pick in finals for AP, man. When Kai Necrophone is still broken, when Force of Nature is still broken. Ooh.
Tank against this enemy composition.
Which side gives tenacity, man, these days? I mean, it's... it even gives even more and more. It's just 8 setting. How the hell did they pick 4 AP, man? Because Senna could get on a Timash chained maybe or something, but I feel like maybe they don't have the best way to get on top of Senna, but like it's more so like a front to back oriented game, you know. And then Howard is supposed to deal damage, you know. It's like I don't know, like should he actually even go Lethality on this game, Varus? I'm really feeling the on-hit build just because like they have like 3 durable champs, then I don't know about Lethality. I feel like people are overdoing it, you know, because you can flex Varus into like a more so say like a more so I mean basically just like DPS oriented champ, no? But like does Alistar challenge the Nautilus or what? Maybe it does. So mid is already going for some winning trades. Some so-called W trades. So top lane goes for some heavy trades. Gragas is the winner over that because he has more sustain. Then Jace could be a bit more vulnerable. Jace could be a bit more in danger of some potential
Azért ilyen jó. Kíváncsi, azért ilyen jó szerintem a színpadon, mondom, amiket elmondod, de az énekes nem volt közte, úgyhogy szerintem azért ez... Meg mikor megkérdezték, hogy mi szeretne lenni, akkor nem énekes mondott, szóval, hogy... A tánc előtérbe volt helyezve az szeretné, és az látszott is a színpadon, amiközben az előadást csinálta. De az éneklés szerintem nincs a... Lehet, hogy ez az átverés, direkt nem beszélt róla. Hát ez lehet. Nem, szerintem nem. Én biztos vagyok benne, hogy nem. Én szerintem sem. Akkor eljött a döntés pillanata. Azt kell eldöntenetek, hogy kit rendezzük le. A hadsáncos, a baristán, vagy az erő.
There's a kill, Mickey still living! So close to first blood for Mad Lions Koi, but they might have to survive another dive. Yikes, sprinting down to the bottom side of the map. Mad Lions Koi, are they willing to commit? A nice hook back in. They're going to finally finish off Mickey. Good first blood. Alvaro making it out alive. And G2 over-eager.
Mickey with an ambitious play there. Was quite a way off level 3. Thought that he could bring Alvaro underneath the tower. Perhaps the chain CC combo of Handsummer on the Senna with the Nautilus would be enough to trade 1-for-1. But MDK walk away with first blood, and this Varus once again is off to a good start.
Body slam connecting. Comment there as well. Mirwin trying to win out on the extended trade. Nice knockback, anticipating the follow-up.
But Gragas just means that what?
He's meant to get his cooldowns though.
Yeah. Runway's a big boy, and Mirwin's running for his life. Flash away, BB holding on to his. And frankly, this is fantastic for BB and G2.
Especially if you look at Yike, who's already on this top side. Mirwin had already TP'd back into lane, doesn't have that available, so nicely done by BB to get that advantage. And now, as Yike, it just feels like rinse and repeat to top side. Is BB going to be able to set you up perfectly there?
I mean, that whole difference was a level advantage. But the fact that BB was level 4 to level 3 just meant that he could go for this extended trade and win out. Now he's level 5 to level 3. He can zone him away potentially from the lane. The good news for MDK is that Eljoya is hovering around the top side. Lilia going to lose both Scuttle Crabs, but already on the resets of those, on the respawns of the Raptor camp, I should say.
And really, the sole strong point on the map right now for G2 Esports is Broken Blade. Yike burned so much time, what should have been a favored early jungle clear, kind of evening out because he had to commit a lot of resources just to showing up bottom lane. Headbutt Pulverize going in, Hansama straight into the Shroud. The follow-up not quite there. Hansama still living, trying to extend the trade. Has to be careful when Supa has cooldowns up, he will drop. But if Hansama's forced to recall here, that's devastating.
It's going to give a lot of control here towards Mad Lions Koi, because now they can push him bot. You can even try and threaten on towards like a rotation up towards Void Grubs if you really want to with Eljoya. Eljoya is a little bit down on XP because of that play he went for on the bottom side compared to Yike, but he's still sticking around here trying to make sure they can pick up this wave.
Next flash forward. Mickey continuing to walk up. Just threatening, just looking menacing. Yike on the way down as well. Hook is going to connect. Alvaro potentially in trouble here. Decent damage now coming from Lilia. They're going to try to find the CC. Keep your eyes on Supa. The damage from the Varus is massive, as expected in the early game. G2 not giving the respect to Supa that he deserves. The
Yikes.
double kill coming through G2.
I just don't know why it's a Halo Blade Varus with a Sirate Dirk. Like, why did they have to force that hard when Senna just wants to scale, you know? Like, that's just weird. Because, like, also Gallistar has some early power, you know. Rel, not the strongest, but has a lot of CC rated. I don't know, bro. I don't know about this type of place, but it really feels like this was too forced. I guess he has a Sirate Dirk, man. He has a Halo Blades. Like, how they all forcing that? You feel me? Like, look, Rel arrives, obviously, and it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just bad. Maybe they thought it's an angle, you know, engaging on him, but they underestimated the Rel. I think they underestimated the Rel.
Don't even get it, but it doesn't matter. Now you get the reset timer coming in, and early, the full Youmuu's Ghost Blade completed for Supa. He is so strong.
And in the game that G2 dominated, game 2, they took their gold leads, they tried to move around the map, they tried to get as many objectives as possible. When Madlands quite a lead, they played for kills, they looked for these angles, and he just barely able to make it out of that one. G2 have to be careful. Mad Lions Koi always bloodthirsty, but doubly so when they have an advantage. Broken Blade level 6 on the top side of the map. Mirwan trying to find an advantageous trade. No ulti available for Broken Blade, had already used it, but level 7 now. A gap in the top lane starting to emerge, and Yike trying to get something back here.
Freskevi's not moving top. Mirwan's going to be shown now, so they're actually going to go for the counter punch on bot lane to this.
Damage, and instantly the
I don't know why did they pick. I don't get it. Why did they actually pick like Jace into Gragas? There's never been like a good matchup for Jace. Even when I played into good Jace players, some of them better, some of them worse, but they never did super well into Gragas. I don't know. I guess he pokes, he does some things, but I really feel like a champion is just kind of bad in lane. Does he go Rod? I think he goes Rod. He goes Bruiser, I guess. Yeah, he goes Bruiser, I guess. I mean, I guess. Guess it's fine, same. I like Lost Chapter when I'm ahead, though. It just allows you to pressure so much, you know. The only thing about this build, it doesn't have enough pressure. Then it doesn't provide cooldown. That's the problem with the other items, so not sure. Like, it's so cheap as well to buy, you know, like Luden's Companion, and I just really feel like it's like your poke's gonna be worse. You don't have cooldown. Next patch it gives 25 cooldown, so you lose out on lots of cooldown. I don't know, like, is that really worth? I guess it makes you a bit more tank, but it doesn't give speed these days, which is a very dog shit thing. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, sure, it's not bad. Like, it's not gonna be bad. Like, it scales nice into the enemy comp nonetheless, but then the problem is the same, you know. They doesn't have like enough pressure in lane. I guess it doesn't. Like, it works well into the enemy comp though to go Bruiser, I guess. Works well at least.
Tudsz nekem rajzolni violin kulcsot a levegőbe gyorsan? Jó? Hangszeren játszol? Bármi hangszeren? Nem. Jó. Na, gyorsan! Hány fellépésed van egy évben? 30 körül. Szívesen! Violin kulcs bukó. Igen, ez veled bukó volt. Violin kulcs bukó volt. Okos Tóbiás! Az a tetejét kirógnak a csinálni. Van tényleg órán. Így, tesó, így. Karika, föl, oké. Az meg, honnan? Rajzolta. Ilyeneket csinál. Azt rajzolta. Fiú, mióta az eszét tudja énekel? Az én is énekel, tudod énekelni. Gondolkodás nélkül vágtál. Micsoda? Ja, az, hogy hány fellépése volt egy évben.
That was a good W. Maybe it wasn't timed the best way because then I got flashed out. The follow-up wasn't like layered super well. I guess no, she cleansed actually. She cleansed flashed. Oh, never mind. Layer my ass then. That's not even. Yep. You can scroll down like this. I don't even know when you're in full screen. When did they add this feature? When did they add it?
Mira means that BB
more than once.
BB still
He does get some MR on Jace, but it queues up his scaling. I think MR just kinda looks in a weird way, you know. Oh Jace, Razen needs that because they have like 4 AP regardless. That Marquez will be super useful.
To find a kill on the Frascawi. That gives him a bit of an advantage in the mid lane. Meanwhile, in bot, Super continues to extend his lead. 2.2k now. Ghostblade completed, working on his second item. And Caps is looking for a play. Here comes Mickey.
Frascawi in trouble. Pushback is there. Yike in the area. Alvaro knows there's nothing left for them in this exchange. Another quick kill pickup by the side of G2, excuse me. And just like that, G2 have found a gold lead, just about even things out. Mirren only level 7, a Broken Blade's level 10. Leads. He just keeps getting forced back.
3 level lead, oh my god. I'm gonna screenshot that.
Most még a rosszak kell kiátszani. Jó, azt csináljuk. Bajista, én a bajista nem. Bajista rossz? Nekem elég komoly.
Yeah.
Jó, én szerintem nem működik. Most már, hogy én is ugye rosszak szükségem. Hát ez igazából lehet, hogy én miattam nem lesz a bajista lesz. Jelöljétek meg. Megjelölték a bajistát. Nem megérteni ezt a gombot. Tehát a bajistát nem juttatják a fődíjúakra. Ó, de kár. Nem, nem, fixáljátok. Oké. Ez pedig azt jelenti, hogy a baristát leplezzük el. Ha rosszul énekel, 500 000 forint, ha jól, akkor marad a 1,5 millió forint. Barista! Ha nem tud énekelni, nagyon becsapok. Elég maga biztos rájött, mint sajnos.
Constantly forcing him back. Perhaps Broken Blade could be the difference maker, even though Super has the lead he has.
Yo, waiting on the CC, won't quite connect. Is just going to leap out to safety. Alvaro there to cover.
I think wise not to look for that hook, given that Super is there. His arrows ready to be pulled. Dragon is alive. Would be the second Dragon of the game, and it's MDK who's first to the objective. Gragas still sitting top lane, no TP available to him. I imagine that G2 are going to concede this one for now, recognize their AD carry is far too weak. I want to very quickly look at Hans Sommer's stacks. He's only sitting at 29, 13 and a half minutes into the game. You don't have to be an expert in Senna to know that that is not a lot.
Nope. Would certainly like to have a lot more at this point in the game. And the top side of G2 is incredibly powerful. Mad Lions Koi, the path out of this.
I mean, look at the goal.
He's leveraging the strength of Supa, and Supa is damn strong. Yike! Do not forget about the Varus. No matter how good your jungle is going, no matter how good BB is doing, Supa is a threat to be respected.
Again, look at the goal. You have a 3k gold advantage spread across 3 members on the top side, and all of it funneled into Supa on the bot. Caps looking for a 1v1. He should win this.
Continuing to put Mirwan even further down. He's going to flash commit for the play. Mirwan backstepping into the brush here. Hexdrinker buys him a bit more time, but there's not really a counterpunch. There is in the mid lane. Supa! Godlike. Mad Lions Koi do not take their foot off the gas. Mirwan's still running. Cap spending so much time to try to finish off this Jace. Will finally get the kill back, but he's already lost the mid lane tower.
And you've lost control over the mid lane, which means you've lost control over Rift Herald. MDK going to move over. Supa, though, isn't there. He's moving.
Wait, Jace is low-key in a bad matchup. I'm gonna be real. He's kind of sprinting it. Well, look, Varus 7 kills up into the full, well, almost full AP comp. Senna is a bit behind while she's the only AD champ, right? So that's a good thing. The only issue is currently that we actually rushed Mouse, so the MR gonna be concerning, right? They have MR on mid, they have MR on jungle already, they have MR on everyone except like Varus, of course. Maybe he could bang at a Murkrats, to be honest, but I guess it's fine if he went 50s, I guess. Maybe a Murkrats would be good just because they are full of CC and full AP almost, so I would say maybe a Murkrats, maybe a cooldown boots would be ideal, you know, probably a cooldown boots wouldn't feel to be bad. But regardless, really, I don't feel like his 50 is that good. People perma go for it, but it's not really. I guess it helps against. Oh, actually, I forgot about it. So it helps against Varus's sab slow, if you think about it. Which I don't know how much does it matter.
és után nem lesz még egy olyan éneklés ebben a stúdióban a mai Mutasd Magad adásában, de ez valami egészen káprázatosan szép.
Nagyon szépen köszönöm.
Hogy szólíthatunk?
Laura. Laura, elképesztő vagy, és én annyira sajnálom, bár még ugye nem tudjuk, hogy a hastáncos tud-e énekelni, vagy ha igen, akkor hogy nem ti éneklitek Attival a duettelével. Az első pillanatban, hogy megjöttél, az energiáikból éreztem, hogy tényleg lesznek ott a stúdió. Gratulálok, elképesztő vagy.
Laura, köszönjük, hogy itt voltál, és köszönjük, hogy megajándékoztál bennünket ezzel a gyönyörű dallal.
Köszönöm szépen, sziasztok!
Bravo! Hát gyerekek, mondják, hogy az embernek tényleg leesett az állat, tehát egyszerűen tátószájjal néztük.
Elképesztő volt.
Nem biztos, hogy elszólták, nem biztos, hogy kicsit árulták. Figyeljetek, drágám, elérkeztünk a legérdekesebb és a legizgalmasabb ponthoz. Ugye van 1,5 millió forintunk. Van még bent egy karakterünk, a hastáncos, aki egészen biztosan egy duettet fog énekelni Kökény Attilával. Az a kérdés, hogy fődíj duettet fog-e énekelni. Ha jól énekel a hastáncos Attila mellett, akkor 5 millió forintot vihettek haza. Ha rosszul énekel...
I would say the only problem is that Jason Ted, mid can afford to die like twice. Once or twice is not a big deal, I would say. Top feeding can be a bit concerning, I would say. Let's see. They're regardless for AP. I don't know, why did they go for AP, man? When it's the last game, how do they do this one?
Azt mutogatja nekik, hogy bolondok, de boldog bolondok lesznek, ha jól énekel, de nem tudjuk, hogy jól énekel. Úgyhogy arra szeretnék kérni Kökény Attilát végtelen tisztelettel, hogy legyen olyan kedves és fáradjon az igazság színvonalára. És egy duettet a használatossal. Na, halló! Beszélek is. Nem beszélek! Nem reagálhat még. Roland Máté, akkor hallgassuk meg a duettet Kökény Attilával és a hasnáncossal immár tét nélkül. A tiétek a színpad.
Valami nem sikerült, a szigetünk messze került, sehol nincs ma helyen, ezernyi arc mindéleken. Senki nem érti talán, miért hajt ez a vár, pedig ma már.
I actually don't know, man. Riot just for gore. What? Guess you have to look at Reddit post, man. Bro, Riot, we don't see the game. Why if you reload this? G2 buying Tervin. K-Drive stream works, what? Wait, what? K-Drive stream? How does that even make sense? It's only on YouTube, it's fact. Cadrio. No way, you're shitting me.
Caps pushes out top. Gragas, is BB soloing Drake there? Nope, he's just clearing a ward. My bad. Level 15 Gragas at 20 minutes.
If you can get super, this game is so easy for G2 to
So G2 have recovered the game
Wait,
really well
he's
now.
in the background,
They don't
not
have
popping.
TP, so the pace might slow down unless Mickey gets...
Wait, that's so badass. That's so badass, man. Oh my god. That's so badass. He gets to like co-stream it close to the players. That's so badass. Oh my god.
We'll see what happens on the map then. Caps is pushed out top. Yikes, bot side. They can't do Nash because they don't have the damage and they have no flashes on their character. Oh, fucking hell. That was almost a kill. I'm just waiting for Azir's flank onto Varus and Broken Blade's flash, because right now Mad are really weak. Varus is summoner. He needs Edge of Night, I think, this Varus. Edge of Night, and he needs flash up.
And this is where that lack of a Jace on the side lane is coming back to bite MDK, because picks like this should lead to big advances, should lead to opportunities.
Like, I'm saying that G2 is not doing well, but it's very concerning that they are 4 AP. Hey boys, where is Stadia going? Seraphs rush into void stuff, what? What is that? They don't even have a more yet except on Nautilus. They have a more a little bit on Azir, but... Wait, why is he going Seraphs into void? Is that even legal? Is that even legal? I think it's like maybe Tier into Ludens into Liandry, no? I don't Banshee maybe at some point, not sure if it's second item or really, but I don't know, that feels so weird. Like why Seraphs though? Like you could just get a Tier, no? I feel like it won't have damage.
Úgyhogy most nagyon rosszul érezném magamat, hogyha ezt a másfél nem. Bizony, pedig Attila mutogatta nekik, hogy fiúk vagytok, de nem voltak fiúk. A fiúk nagyon ügyesek voltak. Roland, Máté, 1,5 millió forint a tiétek, mehettek Ibizára. A barátság töretlen, fantasztikusan játszottatok, igazán megérdemelt a sikeretek. Ennyi volt mára a Mutasd a hangot. Én remélem, hogy nagyon jól érezték magukat. Voltak csodás éneklések itt a duettben is. Attila még énekelt, az alig káprázatos volt. Szeretném megköszönni Kőti Attilának, Salónának, Attaidának, Rákóczi Ferének és a drága Faxalinak a nagyszerű közreműködés. Volt, amikor sikerült, volt, amikor nem. Hogyha kíváncsiak a műsorra, visszanézhetik nyugodtan a tv2play.hu mutasd a hangot oldalon, de ott vagyunk a Facebookon és az Instagramon is. Tartsanak velünk legközelebb is a tátogások és a leletezések, olykor félelmetes, de máskor csodálatos és vicces világában. Viszontlátásra!
This is very bad. The only shutdown they had, man. Let's see how this unfolds. Like, they're winning with 4 AP champs just because like they go so well into the enemy comp. Like, it's not great, don't get me wrong, to get like 4 AP champs into one comp, but it's like they do HP based damage, they do true damage on ADS, so it's not that punishing in a way. For her specifically, but
Ja, Kő, nem jön, azt mondta, hát nem vetted meg.
Hát túl sós, nem jó.
Addig kell paradicsom lenni. Jó.
Nem kell, inkább összetöresni mindjárt. But yeah, let's get back to the gameplay. So, like, just because like they're playing better, right, G2, and just because like Mad Lion throws, and just because like they have, like their champs go well into the enemy comp, you know, I would say. But I would say like their champs go well into the enemy comp, right? But if they don't int, like, let's say like hypothetically Mad Eye Lions don't int from the beginning, right? They just go even. Imagine how much would that more help them, you know? Just no inting, you know, you feel me? Because Lilia getting a Penta, is it a Penta? That's a disgusting Penta on Lilia. Like, I know Lilia is nerfed, guys, but if she has a head, she's a head. Trust me on that one.
He's the one keeping the chance for G2 alive. So here they come out of base. Actually, Mad got the Dragon. They snuck it through. So that means G2 is probably just going to play for the push. Gragas has bot push, mid to bot. And yeah, they should look for this bot tier 2 here. Jace is pushing out top as much as possible, but yeah, G2 will play on 2 lanes. Very easy for them. Varus no flash. Cap still has flash. I think on the siege, if Varus oversteps on the defense, Caps could swoop him with Zhonya's, and I think the game might end, so they need to be really careful on holding this bot tier 2. There might be a window where they just have to say, we'll give it up when Caps moves down. Either that or Caps hits mid tier 2. They're losing something here, Mad.
The responsibility on his shoulders. He's got
the wave's quite far, though.
G2 players that are eyeing him down.
BB's basing. Actually, Mad's getting a top tier 2 here. BB has TP. Here comes the bot tier 2. They need to make sure they don't overstep to defend it. There's the Edge of Night for Supa, like I talked about. Shuffle doesn't hit onto Mickey. They've dropped mid here. I would love BB.
Yeah, I feel like sadly, like Jace won't be too useful for this game. I just really feel like, yeah, he's very behind. He's maybe like maybe 1 or 2 more items, but for now it's just like he's not really poking too hard. It's not really hurting too hard, right? It's not really. So Jace fall off, and yeah, it might be over. Yep, it just might be over. Yep, it just might be over. You know what they picked? They picked 4 AP champs, but those champs did actually do well into the enemy comp. They did actually take leads. Mad Lions did throw as well. But yeah, I mean it's just so garbage, right? Because it really makes you think, man. It really makes you think. It's just really weird that they couldn't draft better from one hand into 4 AP comp, or from the other hand, just thought in a way. And just, yeah, I mean, I feel like Alistar is such a useless champ this game. Jace is useless because he's behind. Rel can be useful. I would say Rel can be useful, but I'm not sure. I guess he knocked up people, but Rel and Alistar is such a weird combination because you have 2 champs that don't deal damage. They basically set people up, right? They set people up, that's true, they peel. But it's kind of weird in a way to get like 2 of those, you know, in one team comp, like 2 tanks. In these days, 2 tanks are often not that meta, if you guys noticed. At the time, the meta was like 3 tanks in one team and 2 carries. But in these days, it's just not the same.
It's on Yoya. He has the Hex Flash steal, give up Baron and get Soul maybe. He's not even trying. Varus steal. Nope, doesn't come through. But Yoya?
Vandal always best. You should teach Broken Blade how to do Bomba. I don't know, he seems to be doing pretty good for himself. I'm looking at his stats right now, 208. It's kinda chilling. Oh, guys, let me cosplay Broob real quick. Oh my god, man, why fucking 4 Masters versus 2 Challenger and 1 Grandmaster? I can't believe it, guys. Ah, fucking FF, man. Peter Griffin. That's what Broob would say. Who's Broob? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Who is Broob? Every time I go on my Twitter timeline, I see Broob complaining about how his teammates are low master. He got like massive ego after entering Challenger.
Those type of poster, those types of poster.
Just shut up and play the game. Odds, clip this and send this to him. He needs to learn.
Broob.
That's you. I don't have ego for getting higher rank. I don't care. But sometimes it is true if you get like a fucking Master 1 LP player versus a 1000 LP Challenger. Those are like obvious. But as for Broob, does it every game. Womp womp. I'll say I'll high ego this game. Ego. Mersu Echo.
Ego.
Oi, what is that FPS for? I had Master 100 LP Seraphine OTP on Malphite versus Challenger Aatrox today. Problem? Bit of a skill. I wanted to hit the bot minion. That's fine. Look, I can still E it. I want to wait for passive, so I get.
CBA. I do not care about skins. I have an opinion about that. Inkább tegyenek éppen. The fuck is this even?
I cannot believe this is happening. We just talked about this paper and this paper, and they both have already been surpassed. And as we go, it will just keep getting better and better. It gets better. What I did not expect is that we can also specify camera motions ourselves and can even draw all kinds of curves that would make the scene really pop. Now, in this case, the results are clearly not perfect. But we are experienced fellow scholars here, and we already know that if we see results like this, and if we look just 2 more papers down the line, it will get so much better. But this is not the first technique to perform something like this.
Let's go!
I'm live every day on twitch.tv/sloppywallacx. Bomba! Oh Jesus. What the fuck is she doing? Okay. Oi! Okay. Okay. What the f? He's gonna die. What the fuck? Get electrocute there. Miss all the farm. Maybe. Don't wanna walk up too fast. You can do that though. And still get hit? Really? Would be such a good trade if I don't get hit. Nice. Holy moly. What the hell? What the hell little bro doing? I'm cooking him alive.
Well, I mean, camera is in such a weird angle. I think it's a good angle though. Can we move our mouse properly? I think we can. We can. Good, the camera is not entangling my mouse. Davey, agony. Press to show stats. Click on Olaf, tell me something about him. Why is this dark shit happening? Table like.
Let's get this party started. Yeah. Don't get pushy. Need some grog.
He could be here, that is the thing. Should be careful how I use my... Nope, they're here.
Oh, yeah.
The edging. Still, I wanna check on this. This is the best that I can wait to engage.
I'm on it.
Does he push or does he do? That's actually quite hard push, but I don't be level 1. D-shield.
Get some.
Right, that's fine. Oh, what? You're not serious? He had the... Oh, he had the... Did he have approach velocity speed? That normally doesn't get sidestepped at all. Yes, he just did. Did he have approach velocity speed and then something? I can let him burn some of his mana. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't allow him to hit me with that shit.
Have a drink.
Ah, but I didn't press the Q in time, man. I could have all in him there. Hey.
Need some grog.
I got life steal though. I think I can just life steal over the wave, you know? I think that Davey named somewhere. Losing HP on his own. But yeah, mainly, I don't know about popping a potion here, but surely it's gonna beat that. Maybe I'm gonna W. Bro, how is he holding into that W till next game? He's not really using his W, you see. He's still not using his W, man. I don't have mana. Do I have fucking... Wait, I don't have biscuits, what? What do you mean I don't have biscuits? I have fucking Cosmic Insight, man. What? Why do I have Cosmic Insight? Wait a second, something ain't right here. I just now noticed. I guess a little it will help regardless, but didn't like. That's something I like. So weird. Does he play TP or a ghost? Obviously. He will very likely just. Nah, I guess we drop down. I'm a bit concerned about Eve still, I would say. He doesn't even shield. He never used a single time his W correctly, man. Why is he holding to it till next game, man? That is so weird, man. That was so weird. Like, I would swear he do the but of course. And guess where is Eve, man? Not in this bush, hopefully. He's he he did ghost last time, so we can just phase rush away from his shit. Oh, he's double kick though. Ah, but so dog. He flashed. Shit, I guess. That's bad. That's bad. I mean, maybe if I sidestep for Q, but I didn't even assume, you know, she's gonna even flash there. It's kinda hard to, like, yeah. Yeah, she came back. Just hovers me so much, it's not real. So much. The wave at least, no, it's not pushing back actually at all. Yeah, the wave was in a dark shit code, sadly I couldn't push it in at all. I mean, I didn't really ward into the control ward, but it was a bit unlucky how we got that. Maybe if I ignited it would proc a bit faster, the phase rush, but yeah, I mean, it's just random. Wave pushes back slowly, he's level 60, but he does lifesteal a lot. Don't see bot lane. I don't know, man. Eve is bot lane, what? Eve is back again. He's kinda either way for safety. But apparently it was for no goddamn reason. Yes, have aura up right now, does it? I think it does. I think it does have aura. We got his aura at least. Of course, man. Shit, low amount of HP escape again. Can't stay more silent. Yeah, I said they have to allow him because he could be around. Sadly. Yeah, it is what it is. No. I think I just allow him to push, but I get the wave. Can't really be dived too easily, but yeah, I just garbo. I think he may be able to arrive though. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think so, he's that fast, he's not like a Riven or something. I think he's not supposed to arrive yet. I think we just go burst. Yeah, I don't want to give them this, but I hope you get out, my man. Ah, I should've been dodged that Q, but god. Kind of. But god, how? Ooh, man. Didn't even get the fucking grab. Ooh, that's so bad actually. TP bro. Might be too late actually. She just bombed herself. I mean, Kayn is behind, but I guess he's gonna come back of form, but like... Yeah, it was... I don't know, he went a bit wrong, but sadly I got caught by the Cassiopeia Q, which kinda fucked me up. She just bumped me with fucking keys non-stop after that point, so... I was just very hard to like deal with it. I think this Sword won't even do shit actually. I feel like he was here, no? Oh, that doesn't hit. I don't know, I'm concerned to step up when he could be here. There's nothing else she can gank. So, I think we're just gonna be on the defensive side. She's both sides, no good to know. Uh-oh. He was so bad. Oh, he gets the Drake well. Short, I guess.
Oh yeah.
We're still beating all out, but like... Kinda sucked that we got camped up there on a bit. I would actually stay a little. I have to stay a lot, but just a little actually to get my item. Just 200 golds. Can't even say refillable to make it last. He may have ore though, I don't have much fuel to kill him, that's the problem. Yeah, I have to allow him sadly. Sucks, but he's gonna pick up the plant. At least we got our item no less. But I think he's gonna eat the wave alive, sadly. So that's just shit. Yeah. I'll just let it be. I just rather recall, honestly. I'm gonna get some of my plays, but. They get some plays there, but I think he could be around. I don't know, it's kind of bad to step up here. He could be around.
Have a drink.
Older then. I tried, but we didn't really. I didn't really go in time. That. But how is everyone dead already? Wait, he queued. But I didn't even see that Q, man. Where? I didn't see. I didn't. What? Where? Where did she Q me? That Q was not even visible, man. What? What do you mean there was a Q there? I didn't see nor hear that Cassiopeia Q. And then I just hear it caught me.
Why is it focused so much on Oppenheimer? I can finally... Witches versus patriarchy? Oh, we about to get some real quality content here. Finally saw Oppenheimer and I feel like it's gross. As a woman in STEM, I went into the film interested to learn about a huge impact in the history of science. It's a movie. While watching, I did a lot of pausing and Googling to learn more about the events mentioned or to fact check them. There are way too many stories for me to say that I have a good understanding of what really happened. I'm happy that this movie made me look into these parts of history, but I also feel like the movie as a whole is gross. It's gross to me because it glazes over, minimizes the impact of, or misrepresents the stories of non-white people and people who aren't men. Well, the thing about Oppenheimer was that I mean, geez, do I have to say it? Oh, geez. Oh, he's a guy. Yeah, he is. Yeah, exactly. He's a guy. Meanwhile, it hyper-focuses on a narcissist who receives glorification and respect for being the father of the atomic bomb, when he's one guy managing many people that had a hand in its creation.
What? How did that hit me, though?
How interesting.
What? But it was so hard to see in the bush. No, obviously I knew he was there. It was so hard to see it inside of the bush, the Cassiopeia. Yeah, that's very fucking hard to see. I don't see it because of my own texture and because of the grass. So there is a Cassiopeia Q, but in action, especially when Ginors, I didn't even hear that, you know, because there was some background noise. It kinda looks like it doesn't. I guess maybe it low-key catches me. I mean, I guess. Bad's not even seeable, man. I just so fucking hard to see in the grass or Q, man, when you're on top of it.
Oppenheimer's contributions besides the atomic bomb: quantum mechanics and quantum electrodynamics, astrophysical phenomena and stellar evolution, gravitational collapse and black hole theory, nuclear astrophysics and neutron star formation, high temperature plasma physics, meson-nucleus interactions, molecular spectroscopy and molecular structure, particle physics and electron capture, quantum field physics,
The movie feels like a white male fantasy, and that white guys with main character syndrome watch to feel important. I guess that Oppenheimer was impactful as the project.
There's like such subreddit women only. Yeah, but there are very little amount of. Brand top? Who knows? I mean, I think all of the jobs I went to, they never asked me for a drug test. Maybe just like an NA thing, but in Europe, in Romania, I don't know. Maybe for important jobs, they ask you for a drug test, but it's like... Might be a brand top. Oh my god. Probably it was a brand top, man, but we can get Gragas, I don't know. I feel like the Garen as well, but... Let's see who's my matchup. Like this is too infrequent. Might be a brand top, to be honest, we'll see. Please look in already, man, the tension in me to make my runes really quick. Nah, I mean, fair. Not a good matchup, but we'll see what we can do. Not the greatest.
We fight for those who cannot. Demacia marches as one.
I have a double AD I'm not used to, but we'll get some attacks with anyways.
Our courage must never waver.
God damn. God damn. Gotta push a little so she doesn't get the perfect T on T's.
Forge onward.
Yep, the wind-up is very shit without attacks with runes, which I'm not very used to. But we'll manage.
Justice, by law or by sword.
Yeah, very clunky until we get some ES, we get some levels. I think unless it will allow her. Nice, single one. Unless we let it on our own. We can do that, that's fine.
To protect our land. The cursed villain.
He's batting downward the brand, so we may pay him a visit or some. No. He was topside though. Maybe I shouldn't tell him about his all-in. Level 3 with Mega Gnar, I guess.
Fear not, I'm coming.
He's batting top way. Oh, he was like topside, he gonna start from topside. That's what like every jungle does, from my experience in Freeze rank, but apparently it's not really all the time the case, I would say. Probably we're gonna put some points in Q, because otherwise we can't really gap close, so... To be a bit careful of course how we play, but... Brand is hovering now, so... Oh, what the fuck is that flag? Yeah, it's hard to not be like space at this point, which has a lot of mobility from W, so need some Q speeds.
What we do is right.
That's like pretty slow damage. We can maybe look for a bot roam actually, before they shove the next save in. Let's see go mid lane when I go bot lane. I have Q now, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Flash abuse. How did the wave got in, but cannot get everything. Got his flash nonetheless. Gonna get the Twitch because he kinda went in with, but gonna have to get my wave, man. Otherwise I fall off too much with XP.
I will lead the charge.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that even? What? Also, what did she get 6 of the minion? I didn't even see. Guess I didn't pay attention to. I didn't lose out on one wave, so we're a bit behind with XP and shit. But we got some armor now, we do get some Healing stats, right? Milio is here, man. What the fuck? But Milio, the Shui guy. Can maybe share it, man, if you really feel like. Not the Shui guy. It's not good. It ain't gonna be a great idea to fight. Yep. Holy fuck, how is the champion so fast? Wait, 6 bro. Holy. Holy. I don't know, there's some level diffy. I don't know why did we force that hard, man. There was some level diffy there, I ain't gonna lie, guys. Not so lucky. Cool. I mean, he's really good at leveling up the brand, but I don't know, like this should not CS sort of guy. I guess he like out CS is a... Just out CS probably like out jungle, but like that's hard. Shouldn't be like out, man. Should be actually. I should play TP, I keep forgetting, man. These days every Katarina Pepega goes TP. What is missing?
Is the first of many foes.
Ah, there's a controller there. Yep, what is missing? So I don't know, I don't wanna even use Q. The switch could show up with video. For brands, I just wanna keep it to escape. Don't even wanna use it aggressively at all. Maybe I could plan, to be honest, I would still get to walk out, but BB8. Which is both, Milio is both. Oh my... But oh my god, how did I click like that? Oh my god, you're not serious, game. I didn't press W in time because I had to scratch my leg. So obnoxious, man. Video, what line, brand? Yeah, I don't know. Is it gonna level advantage, which is a bit of a problem. Brand is suffering again, or you see? Twitch is again missing.
The scoundrels will pay.
What else? I couldn't even base because of the slow wind up.
I will fight as long as I can.
You gonna take it? Do that. You don't need to beat that skill. To beat her, you just have to not misclick as I did.
We fight for those who cannot. Demacia marches as one.
Could be... Oh. That's bad, bro. Let's run away. I'm bored though. Don't have. I don't know. It's a bit flippy.
Forge onward.
get it, no? Awkward.
Our land.
I don't know about these plays, guys. We don't have the best, like, I don't know.
Fear not, I'm coming.
Well, we are so out. We will maybe flash. No, we're fine.
Our deeds shape the future.
Oh, geez. Oh, fly to Chinatown.
By law or by sword. Break their ranks!
Wow, the Katarina is just really trying to piss people off, no?
Be bold, be just. Stay resolute.
Why is that cancer mobility, man? Oh, you see that Q? My art didn't go off, my art didn't go off, my art didn't go off. Oh my god, but he's so fat as well, but he's gonna die. Ah, but he stopped in the bush though. Oh, that's so bad. Wait, our hit though, what the fuck? Okay, that's good. Sadly, the Jinx are missed a little, but I didn't even imagine that actually damage, to be honest. Did a lot of damage, didn't it? I didn't even expect, but he kited the shit out of me as well. Oh, maybe I should negate. He kited the shit out of me as well at the same time, so... Katarina is not doing well now into the other guy either, that's the problem. Kinda bad if he dies in the hour as well. So I'm gonna push this and get my stride and we are happy. Not sure if I can deal with Nard though, because slide is not yet buffed to be honest, but... It's not bot lane now. He did it top side, so he will come back soon, but we can fight him without stride at all, so... Even with stride is questionable, because it's quite bad. I have phase rush to play around this kid, and he also has anti-slow boots. Well, he died. Yeah, Katarina lost it. He's gone. No, I shouldn't hit me. We get to regen up at most, so... And she leaves. And she leaves. And you leave. I cannot get close into him, that's the problem. I don't have Ghost. I have Ignite into Katarina, so... Can't really deal with him for now. Wait, we could back kill him. Wait, I didn't even expect to... Yeah, I guess he has no plated. Yeah, I mean, actually I can't underestimate the damage if I think about it. If you think a little about it. That's fine. I don't wanna give him a free one, but kinda hard to.
We fight
Yeah, like he took way more damage than I thought, because we have D-Blade setup, we have Conqueror setup, like we don't play the pussy-ass Space Rush setup, right? So it's like, I didn't even expect at all in damage, like if I Q'd Gnar, I think he would be dead there. I think we just go cool, I guess, guys. I think we just have to, no, we have to go Man Catcher, Garen, we go Yomu. We just go for the Balls Catcher build.
Our courage must never waver.
Yo, any help? Enjoy it. Aurelion, you should not give him a reset. No, I don't give him a reset. I will not give Katarina a reset. Let's get Milio. Yeah, we're gonna go Man Catcher. Oh, again, I didn't use the fucking... Because I almost Yomus. I mean, it's so cheap, right? So cheap. I mean... don't challenge that, because who knows, right? You never know.
Our deeds shape the future.
Maybe he takes it, but... just walk away, I don't know. CBA. CBA for now.
Be bold. Be just.
We have money now. Probably should make the cannon.
We are the vanguard.
What the fuck is that slow, man? Yeah, we need Yomus. We finish Yomus first then fight. Cut by speed, man. Just a video about it. Yo guys, does anyone use Yomu's Ghostblade on Garen with Threadbreaker? You know, they have a bunch of squishy champs and the goal is just to catch up and kill them. It's just like the Manhunter build, you know, like... Again, here look, we zoom in with Ghost, we zoom in with... Well, it's kinda random. That's a bit bad though, because the kind of flash abuse there. But basically the point of this build is just to catch people, you know, get picks as fast as possible. It's a carry build, you know, you could go defensive, that's fine as well, or something else like Trinity, that's also fine, but this setup is your Man Catcher setup. This allows you to carry a game more smoothly and just to have more faster rotating power, right? Faster, like, you know, you're gonna get so many opportunities with Q plus Ghostblade, right? Pick opportunities. Which normally you wouldn't have, because like you don't have this setup, right? And notably actually Yomus has 18 lethality, 60, that's not even bad. It kinda helps you low-key that lethality to push towers, not too far, but it's a bit at least, you know. Now obviously you don't have to overdo it. Disengage a little, you know, it helps you to disengage on occasion as well. I wanna overdo it because you never know who's behind him, you know, we don't have complete vision. And now we out-rotate the enemy Gnar very easily because we also get some extra speed out of this, some extra speed out of our Q, right? And that's like super nice. Basically we are looking to get picks because we are very fast. So because we have that extra mobility, look, Red Tyrell tries to walk away. And we got Red Tyrell. Because we have the mobility. Now, from the other... Oh, there's a fight. We're gonna just pick up on him. Guys, look. Or, I mean, I don't know, he's not really face checking. I'm coming, I'm zooming in. Because we have this. Yomu. Bro, like, let me look good already. And because we have these Yomus, we're allowed to get more often picks, right? Mit mondasz? Most te, Zara! Zara, most te! Szelenkárt már levet? Oh. We don't even burn, no, you know. Most te, Zara! So basically the point of this build is just to catch people, and you're gonna see like better examples than these. Just not only a dopamine build, of course, I would call it sort of a carry build. I mean, it's kind of a dopamine, you know, like, what be the realist in the game, like, it might just be kind of a dopamine build as well, it's not just like, but she's walking away. But because we have Yomus, guys, look. Wow, that's kind of annoying. But because we have Yomus, bro, how the fuck is she so fast? She has Lichbane. She's kinda fast though, like, I ain't gonna lie. Wait. Nah, it's worth it. Okay, we need a bit more mobility. Guys, the issue is we don't have enough mobility, but we're likely gonna go something, let's see. Maybe a good Thorn Razor, even more Sweet Pocket. Let's see. Sterak's scaled up as well, so we could go Sterak's, I would say. Well, that feels to be bad, I would say Sterak's at this stage of the... Oh, what the fuck, I need to know. No, guys, it's super fine. It's super fine. Arch this guy. Basically that. Pro dive, perfect. We're gonna use Yomus, and because we had Yomus, probably not because we had Yomus, but it did actually help. These are always like so bad examples, I swear. But again, like we could go a little more offensive, but I would say ideally we can just settle for Trinity. I mean, it gives damage, it gives, you know, we don't have to go too offensive. And extra longsword wouldn't hurt actually if I think about it. But basically, like, it gives mobility, it gives all that, you know, that you would love to have on here, and really lovely stats overall. And basically with this build,
Show them the strength of Demacia.
As I already said before, I think I'm just 1000 times very repetitive. I'm just very repetitive. I think I'm just playing the classic YouTuber, fill in the blank spot in your video, you know, like, it's like, it's just mind-numbing. It's just mind-numbing at this point. I don't have to say fast Garen kills champs. What the fuck? What was I flickered, man? He appeared, he disappeared. We're looking for picks, maybe collapse on it. A bit risky though. We're quite tanked though. What is risk even? What is risk? What is risk, guys? What is risk? Ooh, the damage is juicy. Holy fuck. 3k. How many? Uh-oh. What-oh. Might not be the greatest idea to face check into that. You're gonna Q this, watch. Now you're gonna walk in. Okay, it's safe, guys. You don't have on vision. And just because we had Yomu's Ghostblade and we had Q, guys, we are enabled to actually gap close into this switch without even pressing guard. I think without Yomu's, I think I wouldn't be able to catch up, because I think if he presses Q, he walks away, and this is a real situation this time. It's just that YouTuber clickbait, you know, get this side. No, this was a real situation actually, where I do believe the Q speed wasn't actually enough, because if he doubly Qs away, then basically you don't have enough speed, because like this gives 40, right, out of combat speed, plus like 20% when you activate it, so I think without that you wouldn't be able to get close, in my honest opinion. Now you gotta also think about the 40 movement speed, right? So the 40 movement speed, you're zooming through the map, right? Because that 40 movement speed allowed me to also sort of like catch up and all him in that place. If I wouldn't have 40 movement speed, I very likely we basically wouldn't be able to like catch up and kill the guy, I mean. Now the good thing about like Yomu's, it has like good item components from one hand, and from the other hand, it's not like, okay, like look, item components, great. It's cheap, 2,700, right? And it doesn't give cooldown these days, right? That's one of the downsides. It's not a mythic anymore, but that wasn't really a big concern before on Garen. You know, I didn't play it in the highest possible rank. Master 257 LP, so generally speaking, the lower you go, the more useful as a carry choice Yomu's Ghostblade can be, right? It's just like in higher ranks, it's, you know, more or less consistently it will work depending on the comp. But if you look at the enemy comp, you can really easily like just look at Yomu's and yeah, this can work out. Provides mobility, provides better rotations from X place to X place. It's easier to split push to escape with Yomu's, or either just like either it's easier to dive, or it's just easier to out-rotate your opponent with Yomu's. And it just really comes down to the enemy comp. I mean, look at them, so many ranged squishy champs or melee squishies, right? Gunnar is kind of a semi, and that I think these are like ideal games where really easily, if you want to carry a game, this is the carry build, I would say. You can go for this Yomu's Ghostblade sword. So that's it for now, guys. Have a nice day. Yo guys, does anyone use Yomu's Ghostblade on Garen? It's right